Chikakra mufa enche. And then memenda na 13 June 2026. World Cup ni yɛhyɛ na ne nansa etuemu anti no efi sabre ko edie ya ho siesie ne be yɛsɛ ya Blasters ne Ghana nko a kɔpem sɛ wɔbɔ akansie ni nyinaa awie na sakansie ni nyinaa abɛkɔ na wie yɛmfa mpabɔ entam ranche n'achi na wɔn ntumi enkonkɔ wɔn anim emfa enhyɛ wɔn Ghana anuonyam na bi nka bibima nyinaa medin de Agya Kwabena yatena sie yebedi nkɔba kɔpem sɛ dubako ɛbɛbɔ nsɛm ahohia ɛsɛ nyinaa dwendwene ho sɛ ɔman no ɛno ho sam ne ɛbɛka ne nanɔpɛ na mame fasida ɛma special ice nsuo so edui de kura mie ɛyɛ sukuru gyen sɛ nsuo tutoi no pipes ahodoɔ ne nam fam no dodoɔ no a ho atuatue wo hu enti wɔn mu ebia yɛ nsuo ahodoɔ no esanse ya franchise bi no mu nti no nsuo no de gu tuom na so de ba wo ni bebi efiri wo nom no yare nko a mesrew special ice de bibi etuye no efi ebribo pona stone ɛhɔ no ha bia ni hɔ bibia na galamse nsɛm bia ni hɔ fi bia ni obia ni hɔ ansa na yɛbɛfa machine mu asɔne so ansa na begutu anu mu ansa na yɛde gu sachet no mu enti special ice de wɔto mu ɛnde wɔ sachet mu nyinaa no ɛyɛ pɛpɛɛpɛ special drink nso ne occasion bia obetumi ɛde aserve wa hɔhoɔ na otumi de bi so agufie one nkwada no so anom sanso ɛna me de asedama neat fufuo ɛne neat abekwan ye ka neat fufuo a ya bɔɔdie ya ne dua bɔɔdie ne kutwa ne de be ye enti no eposimu ankasa ya ba yire ɛna ye ne kama enche na digest enuenuru hye ne mapa neat abe no so de abekwan no so de ne anya sanketoa me ka me kyerɛ sɛ ye ka enkwan pa abe na no so ɛde enti so bomɔden asɛ so obedi abekwan ko ade a ene na neat abekwan na me kanfo ade ama wo and for me am almighty this way chocolate drink and for this way chocolate drink and the coffee drink aha na abamba yen ntime de bia meka what a tea no ye bekoso aka esan say this way by na me hu difference a ewo saa nuane a ye nsuo nuane mu ye hu say de na hode wo mu papa strategy ba ko kra ho no say last mekan obetumi ahono no ohunu wi a na pe cap nketenkete no na wahwehwe de agum na de sukudua na dua bi a wofo say bi na de sisi mu a na da kwahye freezer e freezer brutal ice cream una wo se nti unko face kan ko totore me bi abonten man kwada no wankasa ne nkwada ne nyina mbotumi a enjoy afele enso o madaro man na no pay me de dwumadi bremu na ene ansa na bedwafo ebetena se ama yedi nkomo no aya de bia me betena ha metaka asembi mimi ni tumi no na mo no sebe kakra minya kopon de adom me no metumi e de ayadwuma kakra na sa adwene ode atomi tirimu no se bi hu bibi na se ebia ebetumi abo man na beka ho asem me kan na no nkyese metan obi metan adwuma ku bi metan ku bi dabi ni yemu a na meka galamse nsem bebre edu baby no na ebinom se metan aban bi enye saa nsunso de bebre da chiniti na mekasa saa dia ohawo de bebre o man mu ni nyina da chiniti na mekasa sebe sabre ne kwase asempo na meka ankene yiti yanka nya hwekura no anka ebebo ho ba woni ma hodo bi ho nhwehwemu abeto dwa kyerɛ sɛ yare ahodo a aka nipadua na kwa wo yeyem meka yeyemu a ye nsono ye liver ye kidney ya koma ene ya adwene ye kidney ye liver ya koma ene ya adwene ene ye lungs ya harawa yare a eba no anya sanketo ekosoro pa na hwehwemu nyina kyerɛ sɛ ɛyɛ galamsey na de aba hwehwemu nyina kyerɛ sɛ heavy metals mercury cyanide wɔbode ɛyɛ adwuma no aka system no mu enti ye body a yedi wokɔtɔ body wo kromu ha nkran ha wonni bebi abode ni fi wokɔtɔ banche na wokɔ fufu a wonni bebi abanche ni fi kontomire wonni eno ba de fi nkurase ba no woni baby efi nti se makro mu a wonnim sign do mu a wonnim ana sa wudro no so ente se bibia bi a ebia udwa bode di si gya so no bo se etuetuam ti wo se we de bi wo da bi wo nti wo foso wanu aduane wo no abusuam adi nso na yare na wo hwede agu mu ana so ko gu de paduane mu a empie ehye ho na edidi de paduane mu a ebekọ kidney ni mu ebese wo kidney ebese wo liver ebese wo lungs ebese wo akoma oba fa yefunu a esane wudro na ebia ewo ne nipadua mu nti abodoma na dane yemu a wono onim hwee no no wadi dem ebi wa nadwe no kra no enya adwuma yi eba no eba aba na ebeba mo eti se du baby na se kasa yesra mu enye se bia yetan obi da bi omani ye yere da chinti wo a wudi matem no se be tafrache enso no mo krefia mo no no untumi tobi wo yare da ho na a wonya sika na wakoye kidney transplant wodi bi unya enti se meka me no nyina ye nya bi no ye na esi ano odin niema wo mu a ye ditumi ahye mo nsa ne se mo hwe na mo moa na de wo mu nsi ano esa se wo mu akura tumi no ono no wo bibidi enti se hukwan ba ode ne manyina be kogu oman a ehodwo so wo ID card ni bi passport uni bi wo bi pa visa uni bi so visa mpo a se be ye no betumi de wo yire na o ma no abusuafo akọ no untumi nye waka ha ukompo a wo abusuafo wo ho wo de nya kwa fa yire no makọ ukompo a wo abusuafo wo ha ye be kan mu nyina. I remember Brana yaka galamse nsem gidigidi. There was an MP, mrese bedwani mu a. Mrese bedwani honorable member of parliament. Say galamse you two won kan yana. Na why demonstration won kan. Bibi etu no yamra me demonstration wo ho. Nka ho na mo beti. Me what the referee said duane ni fin ekurase a e bankran the whole member of parliament. These are the type of people who represent us in parliament. Obu nsi gina maye wo onu ankasa bio owo dem die betumi akase obeka nsama hudo bi ama obi a wo ekurase obi oye galamse no behu se da bia de ye nye ode na no betum bi no ono se yetu galamse won kran ya na ni referee se densu yetu galamse wom galamse de sign na ne makuru na ehoro densu no efa densu so na ba bewura kufu esuhum na wura kufuru dua na ba be piemu nsamom na ba weja omo so ne so a dipa be about 35% to 80% wo Accra West weja dam no e na wo nyina eyusu the refi or a member of parliament onimu sunsun so asade ne bebre yen dan so politics inti nti bi mi se me beka na madan tamfo isa se MP aka ba MP no kan ye no wa na nwene ho ye politics inti nti be wiase no me no mienu na ye ni bi no yan na ebe kwa ho kire mu nti nsem no bi wona se me ka anyo time bi da bi aye da chinti me ene wo ye da chinti o ka ye bi do atempoto asem se de aka no nyansa nim asem se de aka no enye no kore meanwhile ekokokokokokokokokwa ya na babetu yen ya twi mu tan ya na babetu yen enti ye besere se bebia ne ma keka ko no bebia godo ho sam ne galamse nsam keka ko no ya ka ho asɛm a ka ɛnora atiwa forest guard a forestryfo a ɛwɔ hɔ no nkurɔfoɔ to galamsey ɛwɔ kwabiritum atiwa forest mu forestryfo no ɛka sɛ ɔmo nya ɔmo kɔ ɛsɔ nkɔkye wɔ mu no yɛpra forestry ni no ɔno ɔman de tumi ama ne sɛ ɔmo forest no ho ban no galamsey no ɔyɛ illegal mining no ade ɔyɛ ne mfa mmara kwan so no ɔno mu ato ahyɛ deɛ ɛde mmara hyɛ ne nsa no so ɛpirapira no ɔmo baabi ɛkeka kɔ so odipa na ɔde mercury ɛne cyanide ɛsɛ yɛ kwa yesu a ɛdi owuo bɛbere yɛ nyinaa no ɔno ɛne forestry ni no hwan na ne ho hia ɔno odi yɛ nyinaa wu deɛ yɛyɛ yi no odi yɛ nyinaa wu ɔtɔre yɛase so ni na ɔyɛ saa deɛ no ɔno ɛne forestry ni no hwan na ɛsɛ sɛ ɔman no yɛ ma ne tumi ano ɔden ɛsɛ ɔmo yɛ adeɛ na kokoduro so they don't care ɔmo soro biara ɔmo soro biara nti ɔmo bɛyɛ ayɛ nim bɛkisɛ mɛkɔ so aka wopa afa wopa agyae wode di matam sɛ deɛ wopɛ biara na ɛbɛkɔ aba na daakye bi wobɛtena sɛ ka sɛ saa papa sɛbi kwasampɛne bi na ɔte UTV na ɔka galamsey nsɛm a na yɛdi n'atɛm no sɛ nka ɛtie n'asɛm a anka ebia baabi aduru anka yɛnuru hɔ ka baabi yɛduru yi anka yɛnuru hɔ womiɛhwɛ bibi yi ɛsiane sɛ ayɛ sɛ deɛ yɛde acid egu bibi so adeɛ no nsɛe adeɛ no so yɛa ne hia yɛn yi nso yɛhyɛ da adeɛ acid egu so sɛ adeɛ no nsɛe adeɛ no so hia yɛn saa na ɔman no yɛkeka kɔ sɛ yɛnsɛe no te sɛ yɛbɛsɛe no na yɛama kwan so ama hɔhoɔ de ɔmo hɔ abɛgyim ɛnti medeɛ mɛka no ketewa bi sɛbe ɛdo bɛgya akwadaa a ayatrema ɔnyɛ ne kasa bebree no dabi deɛ ɔwɔ so no wɔntie ɛdam ase na anɔpɛ yɛbɛtwa yɛn ho akɔ aba sɛ yɛkɔba a abadwafoɔ ba bɛtena ase na afei yɛbɛdi nkɔmmɔ paa ntwɛn Awi ye kwaya ya babedwafo aye krado won se na magime jersey no ona aburu a o se na ja o jersey say na man hye medie na say next time oba na wa hye na ye nyina da tab blasters achi se medical kan ya ho se sie de say na be ya kopem se ye be bo akansi ni nyina be bo ni nyina be wie se ye ko enimu yankwa enimu still Ghana Blasters but I hope say this time around no baby you do South Africa no ye betra ho notwithstanding say yen shada nigidi wo players enimu no I hope say they will prove us wrong and can ye papa and no pay ye be share di nkom nso kakra to ye ona aboba no hu se na kwan so ayo se ye nye kra sa nso de bubọ kwan so kan ya na fe doctor so enti say na ye be di nkom pa na ya hwe I'm told say na Erika J CEO ma nep na wawoda enti Erika bebi a wo bia na masampo kuma je se wo tiri nkwa ye nyina ye ma wo tiri nkwa ye ma tiri nkwa anka me aka se ba asem bi aka ho menka ana ma menka ho
say asempa abetumi aka
asempa de obetumi aka
ka me wona mfika
ga bi na ma abotre
me cha wo kare ki wo mo se ma menka nti nti de me de chew ba numre se ehia bebi a obi ya na ja wo bra pani me sorto ate ase nti Erika je bebi a obi ya no anopai wutiri nkwa e ma wo nkwa tintin awodin ahye ne ma bebi a ofiri ne bebi a odu no afi na ya ahye akase ne danim nti ka hyegbe yekura Nyankopon ti ase niam be yi amana broso kra ya awie ena no pay abedwafo abeka me nsa me no be hyase di nkomo honorable professor Titus Beyo wono ona ye lambusi mnase bedwani na ye kom na se bedwamu nso a select committee on health nso no oye penia ono so eka omo ho wono timi ni first say den dey kan ye hia ofia ho and program is so sa
the fear the program say den first
your first day at school I
am boko
you da say no prof me da say papa and na de owo mi benkum so de na nanim no I will be say Old Testament dada no yes Ebobokman deputy communication director Edema United Party plus yes bu ewa ha ena fe mini kuma Dr. Ezekiel Ajekumu obin ono ekwa mpipiama yoku no mu a wono enokasa efom apomuden ho ensem ho mini ta hia wo joint bi pa ba misi hia wo ache kakra no bibi amoko
ene me sure say be
hia ho hia hia se ne so ya to inso yi de kama pa ewo otre
joint things no come
joint different plans no you prof bibi aboko
ya adom
awie ye be hye di nkomo na ene ye be kan seba wodo me yensa ho asem ye be hwe de akoso wo friend say kumasi afere ni nasifui minority ko ho na ye wo video bi epese ye kakra na ye hwe bra minority ko ho nsema hodo bi a isisiye na fe ene nsema hodo bi a wo mo kekaye na yegina so edidi ye nkomo no na ye hye ne so se sa dwumedi a na se de ye be ka ho asemi no ebri bi abesen kwa ndis wo position wo mo so sa hospital kro no a wo mo so mo ko ho na current health minister Kwabena mita akando honorable wono na edi omanim ema womo ekoye na omokoye no so nsema odo bi sisi wo ho eno nti eno so ye behwe na berepam no videos ne ready a ye bedi ho enkomo sanse sansem nyina ne ensema sisi tumi to adwen de fa ho de hwe kwampa e befa so na bebi o how bia wo bia no itumi hwe na isi ano oprekope enti no videos no network ne slow kakra de but ne okay ye bedi kambo ba ku wi ade aka nya bobo ato so na fi ahyase edi nkomo mumihwe we ansa.
Clearly the period of delay from 2009 to 2014 was absolutely political and totally needless.
The Defense Minister has, however, reiterated government's commitment to complete the project.
Last Wednesday, this hospital became a topic in the National Council meeting, Security Council meeting, because the President gave very clear instructions. Whatever we have to do to make sure that this hospital becomes operational in 2022, so we have to do it. And so once the marching orders have been given, we will do our part. What I can assure you and the people of Ghana is that we do everything possible, humanly possible, to ensure that this hospital becomes operational in 2023.
Dr. Ayu Efuye wants phase 2 of the project to progress after the first phase is handed over to the government.
As soon as they are done with the first phase, which is using the facility, I encourage for a progressive ushering of the project into a second phase, where by a certain period, you have a lot of staff who want to come here because of, once again, the setting, the availability of amenities, and then coming to Afari will not be like, I'm leaving Accra and I prefer Accra. But they're trying to make it one the kind that people are always talking about. Why people want to leave the middle or northern zones to Accra. They've made it very modernized, and that is the level of sophistication we need in healthcare.
Some members of the health committee expressed some reservations about the project.
But I'm still skeptical. Yeah, I'm still, we can see the works around. A lot of work still need to be done, a lot. And so
when a video su peace ba brepam de bebo dia ewa ane de kaka no nyina de aka ho bra minority ko ho na nsen ya no ye behwe na video no so yetumi abonkon wei eye bra na MPP wa ban mu na aban mu panifo ekoye ekokohwe dan no na utie onunyafo ayi wa free ya mfrancheme na so mo kan ni say sa delay a twa ade na contem from 2009 eba no na ehu hia enti 8 years on bra omo ba mu fie nwotwe no na no so den siye mampeni na nado a commission project no on the 4th of December 2024 na emse na de chi na nsa so na yakokoto aba na o commission ye na yehwe se ye na brand this wa opposition no a MPP wa ban mu no wo mo so ekohu bi na mo yehwe bra kan do no mo so koye no de si
Let's. If I'm not listening, like I'm not listening. Let's. No, we are people. You have identified. Let me finish. As a member of parliament. Let me finish. Yes. And the way we also do our work is that for public facilities, we don't need permission. Yes. No, we don't need. You know, it is very important. We need our ID cards, and I'm happy that you have identified a candle.
Listen, Daddy, I'm coming.
So your rules.
I'm coming. Daddy, I'm coming. Daddy, don't worry. Daddy,
Sergeant, listen to me. You're speaking to me in your own interest. I know you are receiving instructions from your people, and I'm giving you this harmless advice. You are struggling to protect your leaders, but in your own interest, in order not to escalate anything, let's handle it the way you want us to handle it. Let's finish what we're doing here. We will all go to engage whoever we want to engage. I am telling you that if you do anything more than this, your leaders whom you have spoken to will blame you at the end of the day. So please, with the greatest respect, they will blame you. They will sacrifice you at the end.
You have identified me.
Okay, so just stand here.
You have not identified me.
Please. If we should go to him, no problem. Let's finish what we're doing here. We can all go. Okay, kind of. We are granting an interview here. Once we finish, we are almost done. That's when we finish, we will go. Yes. With all due respect, I gave you the maximum respect. Listen, you see,
I beg you in the name of God.
I don't have a problem. Going to the site engineer is not a problem. I'm saying that we can't go to a site engineer and come back here again. Please, I'm coming. We can't go to the site engineer. I don't have a problem. I have not disagreed with you. Listen to me carefully. Whatever I'm saying, I know what I'm talking about. I have not disagreed with you. It's nothing harmful going to the site engineer. I'm saying we will go, but you know the distance from that gate to this place. You can be here. Let's finish. We will go to the site engineer. I mean, it's a very.
I've understood. Good. So now what I'm saying is good. You see, one, he also has to seek clearance
No problem. I'm saying that whatever explanation.
What I'm saying, we have something.
So they all go together. Let me tell you something. We are more. Please.
I didn't want to
you know why. I wanted to know why. Let me give you something before you come in. Let me talk before you come in. This afternoon there was
Kwesi Parker will sing is with the minority MP.
Once we finish, we are almost done.
That's what
when we finish, we will go.
Yes. With all due respect,
I gave you the maximum respect. Listen, you see,
that's why I beg you in the name of God. Let's go to the side.
MC what man will be just south. I always do say. I don't know about you cheat. I was a soldier for business. And not your company. I'm a minority MPs. No, every I the taxpayers' money. I am yes, not buying some by my yellow. You buy a soldier for who I say a person soldier for the one minority MPs. And we will create a project. Now, see at your memo. That's a present mama, but you should state security. I didn't go.
Awiadeshema ma we videos bi ana yepese mo hwe keke ni tumi gina so edi yenkomo yi ma me hye semfa free prof so prof ye ka sa afere hospital na bakosem ane de we isense ye hu de ekọ abakosem de we mu ye duru free he edi duru he ansara mu fi aban mu 2016.
Okay, you mean that's it na memfa akwanya so enchia ahwefo ani mempeso asofo lambusefo a omohwe atape na mendam ase so se motonsa frame na eja memra ne nkasa kakra menchia menuanu a omote he na Afari hospital no na ka hospitals bi aye from Euroject projects hospital bako nkono 9 na consultant na contractor na omoye ejuma no emi so omo atima deliver be 6 aka 3 na aka no miensa na aka no bako military and Ministry of Defense and bako under mien na aka no sewa and Salaga under Ministry of Health inti ye shase 2014 na bako semankasa the whole contract started earlier na baby position hospital ni bi ayenta watawa kakra ebi enfanko north enfanko ha say but bibia settle ye no 2014.
Okay,
2014 and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama okate sword ema o share hospital si yase nyeka in particular Afari there no I think the bill was about 180 million or so the bed capacity no is 500 bed so why 250 na almost shase no nanka so mo wie no in 42 months into we share ya anka according to say the nke ekono anka say by 2018 there nanka ye wie.
Okay,
na under your first term no your bomodin started from ground zero to 90% on architectural works.
Okay,
but Oko hospital say be any architectural works no kwa we architectural works no we are civil works no we are ye wo near fe no MEP mechanical electrical plumbing and sana the medical devices equipment no installation no na ebi nya nhyase nto kan nyina bomu a then Nebeka said the completion rate was around 57%.
Okay.
Because of YEMFA devices and equipment, MI. But we physical building now, you do 90%.
Okay.
This is in about 2 to 2.5 years. Now, in Shishani Chesanko say it me in 4 years there. And then from 2016, a year, 2017, MPP for better twice no. And actually so by 2019,
2020.
There, nanko so movie. But to say even former defense minister, Minya Penny, Honorable Dominic Nitu, Eka say, President Omaka, it was Security Council, and they were very sure say by 2023 there, I had a Ombewie hospital. Nti baby say who say dem pa and actually hospital you want e be seen there one muntiminye that time yeah so there were opposition minister for health now that are no a ranking odi mpanyifo yi e ko honum because na nsusuye na nsusuye of the opposition then now the government in power party in power was that time ye jadi there actually so 2 years there go say mu wie e ba ne say na mu wie. That was the passion and frustration ema omoko ekobisa bisa sansem no ene eye me wanwa say ye nuanum a omo toaso omo ye bi bo mo ntimi anwie omo anwie there be I mean o kase afare wie ya doc net ya so betimi akase omo wie ya in fact the other ones agenda 111 hope I'll pull up the figures and let you know say political commissioning sometimes you need consultant and architects not tenacity how much sometimes the commissioning no pressure no the commissioning one be but osha yenwie afari ena ye kase enya bebre wo ho a yenyenye sewa the same nti ye ba ye no first thing oba aban sesa enya bi wo wan hwe yi a na wo tuhumrika obewie no anya asem ye be do ye no contractor betu ye no say ye de ne ka the claim or ye no for the whole project no around $52 million. Yes, this is him because I had not 8 years yaba inti o ka say the $52 million na yen si am pese mu na ko pesa aska no kra ko tua na daachi audit na o hwe document nso na da ye numa na previous government nso chere they settled all obligations.
Okay.
Not just a chase or much bibia. In fact, initial
contractor.
Initial assessment, if say they've even overpaid the contractor. But contractor answered the document about HRSA,
$52 million.
$52 million for the 3 outstanding now. Akano. Into Okakabuma, never saw Obi now film ye because sebi, and ye wa waseka a bicycle. And do so no could just ask away because on affair in particular first claim or ye na mekano edoso sesia okoho sesia unfortunately I did not deteriorate because we just dance for this number of years one anya ho hwea ni wani bebre asay installations ni bebre na ye no only 5% of the installations na yaye eni na ye kase in the way a hospital with me commission only
for installation and say
infidia gases medical gases on say sebi obi the hospital be man oxygen yeah the oxygen fa wall no mu na be pie baby na wetimi a e de amanipa theater infidie light e de operation ye bi we ceiling mu na etimi de aye eyi doors e use hospital no theater doors na they are special doors a untimi koto normal door enfam be she in a hospital like that, modern hospital, patient baby omuda, you will call back system. Our patient that baby you know with my pressure, all this installation and some critical electrical installations, no. If you put all that together, the current progress of my here is only 5%. Now, equipment equipment another problem. Baby now warranty was no expire. Uko medical equipment to say CT scan, MRI, chemical analyzers. I used to the lab now do with your mammogram machine. Warranty that home because manufacturer the mom now. We have problems here. Or replacing your mammo parts and now. Now sometimes they can replace the whole machine. But time down when you snatch that time the power And medicine is an area nema no ekɔ n'anim fast ebi kura yɛ outmoded as of a night kase obɛhwɛ ne saa machine obi anyi so bi mo baby a so warranty apa ne nyina apa bebree na so ya be wia bi enti na ɔmokɔ hɔ a military for no ema obi ankɔ obi si ade na ye guard so that people cannot go there ye wia niama no. So the military high command had to send people so munko jina ho no munhwe na se de be ya obi antimi enwia ne account ne akon de ekọ ne aka na wo se bo ho ban enti no se wo nim sebi niema we nyina na obeka che onyonko se onko bi hospital no se sia is chimadwin so kakra
and na commission na commission here on the 4th of January 2020 on the 4th of
December.
No, it's January.
January 2025. Yes.
4th January.
4th January
2025.
So they
2 days today.
And it's yes, our commission here commission no. Na say no question machines no ho no installation 5% and I install there. And then your commission is the same.
So by medical mechanical installation said that 5%. And you see enye we no pen hospital or my commission untimi fa nya ejuma. DMB say ho. Agenda 111 bi. So mo commission bi. Trade and others omko commission and so ko ho ne trade theater doniano the share contractors and other things are also with the age man so minaya sebi nka yempomudi ho nsem de kai me yemfanya amanyosem na o challenges awo hu wo mu no no waka no kra kire wo nua ye wa aban mu na ye hu ye nyu na etwa papa ye nyu na o ka ye nyu na akosi ni nti wa ba no hwehwe mu yie ebia ye ni sei na emu ye nyina ba wo gina echi na o pale pressure wo de ye amanyosem na omombie ni sesia ye nye ni sei wa wo defense minister gina ho me de say eja media nti asem bia ye nyina be kan ne no 20 years obetimi di abro abebi sa se nye wo na wo kan we omo say I just wa 2023 o commission today na see na 2025 say am pass am ko ye commission na sa commission devil commission ye commission be na ye military high command say bi omo hia minister of health no ma posting ko fa ko ntinka ye na be ye ya ndanga na military high command ngoma man ko fa ko yendi sa sanka ye ready say betima ye adwuma ade na military high command aman ko fa ko. So your problems wo let's admit say problems wo na yen hwe say the kwan bit me afa so ye ba ye minister for health the honorable Kwabena Minta Kando obedu ye o say na ye na afa mu de eye sewa wo form a task force or the regional minister for Ashanti the director general Ghana Health Service director of infrastructure minister of health omonye 3-man task force and hwe na bit me ya we can operationalize sewa team no call ye no omo hu say ampa we no be fi MPP be fi abanso omo ye bi na enema miensa bi na aka wo ho enema no dos but miensa na eye critical first one eye enam kanea a ebedu ho no there was supposed to be a substation omo build the substation for the hospital no there will be BFN RMU Ringman unit you need that to be able to connect substation no to the facility na eno enye so power in the facility no. Second one ensuo in ho so they cause you've caused some boreholes to be drilled while the person Ghana water no mo ntwi nsuo ankasa enko
tinese say ho no se we no pipe ni ho electricity ni ho
okay na kwan a ekọ no so kwan no so nye say bi obetimi use even without a kwan no say be ye papa but if o yare na o call say o wo ya o mo dida na fe na ka be wo so be do na be ye no ayo until it was given on contract at the MPP time say contractor enko ye kwan we ya de o ma ya e be ka se mo ya de ye buy you affect contractor and say go back to site na try na complete sa kwan mai say the bit me operationalize it in fact in say worst case ye buy director general I mark health workers e was so mko ye adwuma wo intenne say we say nyama emi kan nya fe ne ye ko appointing ko fofoforo ya choose health workers yenim say wo se say we adwuma so ntre so but ye bie say wo na wo ko because we bie new hospital bia sa na wo ye because untimi emfa ahofrofo nkwa enko hyase Into your market health workers from different places. Our Muninanim, Regional Director of Health Service, War Ashanti, any Munina. Ya ye bi nimukra training. Tiniaka, say, Kanye, everywhere. Adinimu. Second, insuno, ebe ye, na ekwano. Na debia wajatu obiano, oko hua. Problems kakrabe wo. The main reason na se wa ebe sinne, yentimi ye no. One, onu contractor necessary ye de car. And I make say the same contractor no on handle ni nyina. Wo de car or equipment also or install it by contractual terms no. So onye installation na untimi ko take over. Onu ye installation or ye installation na e wo contract me so ye training or install equipment. Equipment na use pen. E bia o bisami laparoscopy metimi ye keyhole surgery as a gynecologist. Ye ntwaw by be ye to correct ni room ni ye operation. Minim sa equipment use but obi e de ne die besi ho a e wo se o kire o mu se de ne die ne tie ansa na wo de won sanka wan ye sa na okosom na se BBC a ne warranty wo so nyina no wo no aboka ashegu enti installation at sewa the complete year training of a staff 0% on the equipment there onye we a untimi nka se wa commission sewa nkofo nko ye adwuma wo but there is a team working round the clock contractor is man ska na onko side no complete minister say we are sure say you do because handing over knows ayaya gino say me say mo twa obibi akra wie so that reconciliation no it will say taking place but while that is taking place minister instructed say to operationalize the place early enye infidie no kwa nipa ho hia nipa ne de say be enye contract asem nti employees ye nyigi sa nipa ni nyina ya yi sa nipa no ya train wom ya earmark o ma say ye wi a omo na omo ko that is a commitment that chese say ye pese adewe eyeye nti the summary of ne meka nyina ne say okoso ade na yedu na wontimi nso a enkogina nchen ne nka kancho nua say so a ana nya sa onya bema ana wontimi nso ade a wonnim say wo so aye no na anye easy amount na easy sa ade na wo ba ye wo share bo say obaye no by 2022 went nanye wo share so by 2023 went nanye ye wo 2025 obi ba ye say be 2 years kura ndu ye na nipa wa share adwuma na se no ono be ba bet na se aka se me adwuma aka sa me share se no me nto aso bi mana ade na mahama be pese onto ade a ono aka sa share se enti no nya me meka fa sa hospital since but Ghana fo nyina hu se ye pe e be ye de se be nya more health facilities aka ho na yama access to healthcare because oko Ashanti in particular problem ni very dire uyi confanochi fi ho hospital kesie bia sa enho but oba kole anka ha kolebu wo ho 37 wo ho police hospital wo ho bank hospital UGMC ni nyina betimi aye ne kolebu ni be to some level but oko kumasia uyi confanochi obi eno enti ma confanochi fu no omo no also pressure ena omo jade ntimi ngina akwanya so mbo mabaso na edwuma omo ye so unfortunate na see na say ya omo call strike na de by da otumfo ase na da omo mpanyifo ase say sisi a ya tietie ye ho ya tie ho ase na obi akobaka ye edwuma but they should know say problems omo famu no the government is aware and government no tuhu na mo bia ebetimi etu ni solve that problem among but me mfa nya amonyo se
me dance Dr. Ezekiel Agya mo ben kuna mufia ba mu nanse a se ade na nye ready a commission am commission sa abre no na motive ne de wahi.
First of all, Yantin free ho Ekufuado and commission Afari Hospital. You can't find me any evidence. Maybe bia nyina so bia ni ho you be to me approve
commission.
No, I'm referring to the host, not even my senior. There is no evidence. Nyina so bia ni ho e kire say
na se we anso e.
We are making reference to Afari, so let me deal with Afari. When I'm done, I'll come to Sewa. There is no evidence. I say Ekufuado, a commission, Afari Hospital. Bibiasa ni ho. Inti yantim free ho. Now, contrary to say the Yabeka platform is so say 4th January 2025.
And they be a maybe an up say when I'm refer to them.
Okay. We are just clearing it.
Okay.
Say Ekufuado anko jina bebia.
Say when I'm refer to
Afari. Say Afari Hospital where we now commission. Say if that narrative is put out, then it creates a different impression. Now Matie minua penny bebre. Na yemfa to atiefo anim say sebi enye Afari Hospital nko ana Eurojet project no eka ho. there are 9 hospitals na na share afari Eurojet projects na ase say ye can completion and then nanka NDC so edi o man abropa because out of the 9 hospitals not even one was complete in the entire 8 years of NDC. Not even one was complete. Ekufuado NNPP ya ne saba biem. Emma in 8 years etimi a complete emu 6. Ga East work atomic ha. Said e ka ho Ekufuado aban na be complete ye. E be wie. Wa regional hospital eka Eurojet facilities no. NDC in 8 years omantuman wie. They couldn't complete the facility. Ekufuado NNPP and a baby. In Soko, NDC and Tumi and
Soko.
Yeah, well, thank you. In Soko, NDC and Tumi and Ekufuado NNPP and a baby. Tepa District Hospital, NDC and Tumi and in 8 years. Ekufuado NNPP and baby. Chufu Praso, you can mention it and a Konongo. Enti my isolate Sebi Afari Hospital Nkwa na yen create impression be say MPP Baye and the Ekufuado obedi abro. Sebi, out of the 9 facilities, NDC also spent 8 good years. Hospitals are ehun sika edaho. Ode ani se ode aso ekobo form. Na ya started project no. In 8 good years, out of the 9, emu 1 krampo ni ho. NDC etimi facilities no. Ekufuado abanya ne baye. Na ebe wie mu 6. Only 2 per and a Kufuado aban anti-man review completely. Afari Hospital. Mate, yes, timelines were given. Say up to this point in Kayebewe and Ebewe, will come and deal with the timelines too. And a Salaga District Hospital. As at the time, MPP, try a manifesto, now a 68% complete. Yen pesi ye di bibia besi Ghana for nintino. About hospitals, any health facility, MPP, Juma di obedi yenina. And you cruci nina go your manifesto into a manifesto MPP at the buyer for 2024 elections. Now ubie from page 164 actual hospitals and hospital projects or health projects Kufuado aban ebe start here now no awie near empo President Kufu Abreso and start here including Eurojet hospitals here can NDC within 8 years or man to maybe MPP ni be here enina yatro including near almost starting here na ya reho ewo sa hospitals ni health discussion I having in our impression at NDC a creative at this point. Sabi oman no babia ho hia nti se obenya opportunity na ye serve oman na apomuden eye critical nti o sin ka ye de sabi hospitals ni health centers any other facilities equal region bia na region bia nya ne chefa na wo hwe asanteman a ene sabi ho aba asemi na NDC in their history since 1992 before 1992 na sabi President Rawlings a military ruler up to democracy in 92 first 19 years of NDC plus 8 years of Prof Mills and President Mahama including their 1.5 years in this administration. NDC started hospital Bia Washanti region awutumi in the last 8 years only 2 hospitals and I was starting Washanti region Formina and Akumawu all be kono omo pesa omo kire se enne omo na omo adwen Ghana for ho ne apomudin nsem ho no e wa Ashanti region no 40% completion out of those 2 facilities. The best they could do was 40%. Now about timelines, yes, I understand. Yeah, my timelines ministers ko kan na senior ye penono amemu but say the timelines no kwa so ye judgment then NDC so di ho for kese pa. Na hospital we MPP anya anko drum pempenso bia enka antumi ama NDC for so nkranhye ama omoso amema timelines abra om take power sebi yenua peni enne me name senior colleague ewa ha ono so ye colleague unfortunately enne former defense minister we free mu ya memfa ne currency from February 5 2025 and now be defense minister by February 20 2025 and now making it public. Ese Afari Hospital no, ye best started operations in September 2025. Impression and ye creative on the platform. say at least MPP anye ho hwe no anye dwuma bia wo afare no ho no sebi eden ne ma sebi den defense minister enya rehyiemu say by September 2025 afare hospital ebeye dwuma. Mind you, Agya Kwabena Abra make sa pronouncement in February 2025 no. Now NDC po any budget for 2025. The budget for 2025 was read in March. But the defense minister, Dr. Omanebu Amanyanfa ne currency, Eshega na fo nim ka kire say, aban aba foforo a on your allocation for any project in the country. Now our regime say by September 2025 Afari Hospital ebeye djuma. Enye djuma MPPD ye. Eni nia MPP Peja Hospital ni kodru ya. Obi a o budget po yen kan ye, o first budget in the administration yen kan ye. You had the confidence say Afari Hospital ebeye djuma in 2025 September. It shows say Abraham minister make his statement no. Now when nim djuma MPP edi. Any baby a Afari Hospital akodru and no and a man a regime a man in Cranshe by September 2025 Afari Hospital ebeye djuma. Inti my create impression is a MPP abandon project no. Now ye can about the healthcare situation in Ashanti region. Ye fan kosi sebi Afari nkwanso. Sewa is part of the project sebi MPP epeje moko echipa. Na ya hospital. Na sebi hospital no edan no ya wie bibia. Machines sebi ye hia de beye adwuma no so no. Ya to ni nyina gu ho. Na yenko ye installation. Na yentwe light Emerald Hospital ni mo no Agya Kwabena edi 1.5 years. Ene de bosomtwe MC ana na beka kire ye say Afari nema na egu ho no sebi akronfo na ewia. Enti o man na ekwana se ye bae. Ye tumi si hospital na ewie Ekufuado aban NMPP auto machines ewie Afari Esewa Hospital musiwie yesiwie
mushase na musiwie.
The completion of the project, like a project.
We have few on what percentage relief for you.
Making is that boss.
The
architectural project was complete.
No, but no percentage ben ye jama.
Boss, Miriana.
So no, give some credence, kakra. But what you never can say. Because we see we are. Who put impression say what shall say? And we see we.
Miriana. Now we make it.
So factual. Can I say one okay?
So one are making.
So one must be
architectural project was complete.
And they said dino. Okay.
Emu machines. Baby are doctors ebeda. And nema doctors ebe here including televisions and refrigerators. Ni nyina Ekufuado aban provide here.
Baby are doctors for ebeda.
Ebeda. That's the architectural project of the facility in itself. Everything was provided.
No installing.
They were provided. Enti waba na ya beto.
Answers our question.
Machines any nia ubenya ebe hia da ye adwuma as a doctor, your theater and its equipment, your ward and its equipment. Bibia ya pegu ho. O dia ni say fa we ko bodan ho, fa light we ko si ha, fa theater bed we si ha, so light yi wa ha, train light bra. Plants ye be here for the facility were all paid for in January before MPP efri aban mu. Ni nyina ya provide amount. O dia ni say ya ofufu na wi enkwan ni si ho. Sankwan no gu fufu no so na tibom na di no so no over 1.5 years almost. Sabi yentimi wie ye na enne bosomtwe MC ye be ka kire say niema Ekufuado togu ho no akronfo owia a ho ne fa so bo nkobo no
beba what can say mu wie say be ka say ma wie a na sadel Martin Nsefiri ho
make architectural project was complete.
I get the differentiation if you na motogu wo no a contractor na say fix niema na say aban na be mani pa fix a contractor na adwuma na say
nipa tu na adwuma wo project. The contractor might not even have a medical expert to be there. If the contractor has the medical expert or medical expert no on board, wow, project na ya wodi ano. Also na be ma preferences or installing no, you would need your people there. Na omu ni ya omo yeye. Na se wakoba na wo install wi na wo ye mistake. Na wo chine bi o ka cho se me yeye. Na wo se wanya
yes say ye hospital mu maintain am pese ye education ye fa ne say ye be see hospital contractor ye de adwuma na hye ne sa no wo na wo ben store air condition sa wo ha nyina ye na sign agreement ye ni sika ma no wo na wo de MRI machines beba any other machines a ye de behwe yare ni nyina wo na ye de ahye wo senti wo na de beba na wa install ni nyina any other facilities a who be here hospital no ye de ma contractor say contractor hwe na wonye enti sa wo kasa ya to agu ho wo de ane so be fix ya abane ne togu ho na say contractor ne ye de adwuma na man so ye adwuma
no making is that
contractor ne ye de adwuma na man no na ese so to ne man no be fix ya
wo de ane say o ma me awo no aka say minuani
David.
Let me speak.
It's a national stage.
Let me speak. O de ane say o ma me awo no aka say minuani. Ye the project am a contractor. Contractor has timelines to deliver. Part of the deliveries they say all the medical equipment ebeba. Government was not there to see to its final completion. But the point I mean make it to us on the platform. And the TFY and Omajoini and say there has to be provision before the implementation or the installation. And I may see before MPP ebe free hono. Now provision and near my hiano yet the aba. Until the contractor ebe abegu ho. Until near or mine any contractor ebe share the next stage is installation. That installation did not happen before MPP left. Until MPP any ho. Now Sebi as part of the deliverables. Yede enema na begu ho a buying government is a continuum. I can debia. Until when and there was a share contractor because mind you every project has a project supervisor. What was the monitoring and evaluation report I received here? A day and I share here to make sure say and then na yeda begu hono a buy any contractor no ebe ma the collaboration are here to install the facilities.
A contractor mo tua ne ka wie ye san say
it has nothing to do with the payment at this point. What I'm telling you, Debbie, yet you are not even being fair on the platform. You're not being fair. Let me finish. Let me make my statement. Honorable Kasano, you didn't see anything to even ask me a question. Let me finish my statement.
Now, contractor say omane de neka about $52 million. Or say contractor so omane de neka. Na bisa say contractor ne dey adwuma man so onye nse de ne ka na mo so mutua sika ne mani wie ya.
You are telling me say amasama ya kwa ye wie part na say the entire contractor ka e kwa no ye be block it because entire contractor ka na o ka say
mutua
I say ma me can say we are not talking about payment.
Na then
if there was issues of payment you have to pay. That's how government is there. Abino government of Ghana Edwin Asantefo ho. Let me finish. Please, let me finish. I don't like your questions. You are interjecting me too much. You are interjecting me too much. You are interjecting me too much. Let me proceed with my argument. Me no penny Kasano. You didn't seem to have any questions. You didn't seem to have any questions for him. Abaya Ghana for who here no. Say MPP edi djuma no. Na ye the machines ni begu mu. Na aka payment to be made to operationalize the facility. You are telling me say MPP earned to $51 million if that was even the case in the facility ma yemi abaya odwe Ghana for hono akukuru 292 million Ghana cedis e da koto sanitary pass e wo man mu education ministry abeka chere say pad ni kwa ye toye no e inferior ya so 292 million Ghana cedis akoto pad a ye de ma Ghana for mama a enye abma Ghana for mama ye nya 51 million Ghana cedi to pay to operationalize the facility, and the arguments are whether MPP paid or MPP did not pay. In the MPP ain't to yano. Now abaya wabaso. Eti me akukuru 292 million Ghana cedi akoto inferior sanitary pass. Ama ye mano. Enyaska enkutia contractor. Ama equipment ayedaba abegu hona konfo and we are here. And our focus is whether MPP paid or did not pay. No, when the project is there, when the project is there,
our focus is on
that seems to be your line of questioning. That seems to be empty. You couldn't also ask him, say, why has it? But my issue is that
Omodeka omane de nka $52 million. Yes. Etsa no mo beto ye. Mo nso na mo aba mu sabere no. Mo kwa no mo bae no. Yesi de we de edija ye no ene say yeah they cut $52 million. And maybe say $52 million na contract ane ka no. Adwuma na mo de ma no mo tua ne ka wie ya ansa na mo kọ.
And I was expecting also not to moderate your show with all due respect. But me also cancer. Apomudin so yeah very essential service no. Sabe COVID by ya see entene fie no. Ya ma mene Prof Bayu pass. Say mene no there we can move freely everywhere because we are doctors. We should go and save lives. Enti say MPP aban so ya wie dan no ya wie MPP aban so machines ye here nyina ya to egu ho na eka 51 million e wo ho a after me nua panyi ene me boss e kasa awie no na ka Agya Kwabena not to moderate your show for you na also question ka obi say me na ko obi say na say na boss honorable na 51 million pe na aka sa ban po nya sika 292 million akoto sanitary pass education ministry say e inferior inta den na waban no so say hu hia na sa sika de koto inferior sanitary pass no ye nyibi entua contractor ne ka na enema na ye wia no sabi enka wia no emaso. That should have been where I would have also expected Selbeko not to moderate your show. You couldn't have any question for him. Maybe. But when you got to my turn, then it has become
or say
and yeah allegation and
I'm buying this what Chelsea can be but contract and say yeah they got 52 million. Meaning say
the ministry is the ministry is the government didn't pay. There is no records. I mean you are paying bit me pulia mame. Obeka anywhere. Say Ekufuado aban e can say was settle all monetary obligations on Aferi. I dare my senior brother, I dare your production to prove that evidence. Say MPP aban e can say a car I wa Aferi hospital including equipment, installation, supply, road, electricity assets, plumbing, everything. Ekufuado aban so TIA. I dare it on this platform to give me that evidence. Because such evidence exists, and I make us government is a continuum. Into me and and I mean your opinion can me say politics. That's why I'm not even focusing on it. But my focus is that the hospital has been delivered. The equipment have been delivered. Near what you are buying here and they say if there are any outstanding payment, and what you make here, government has to pay because on my no and yesika 292 million. Akoto sanitary pass. Education ministry say inferior. Inside na yenya say sika ni bi ma contractor na won wie project no na enne sebe akonfo na TSC yenyemam say no including a host of other facilities say apomudin hu hia aban a UGMCC ho no they commissioned it. MPP ba ya ye be architectural and equipment audit. President Mahama commission UGMC phase 1 and sana ye be 2016 by ye ba ye no now is 70% complete.
Phase 1.
Yes, he commissioned it. Before election 2016, President Mahama commissioned phase 1 of UGMC. Abra Prof Mills started project. It was only 70% complete.
Okay.
But yet me commissioned 70% complete project. MPP came and made sure Yanyesika a complete phase 1, got money to complete phase 2 of UGMC from 2019 to 2021. Now and ne ya no awie ya sa enkwan eguso na fa onsabom na twefofo no to enum no yes contractor say ya de neka engineer ma bu ho ne ensay say aban we apomumidi we no apomudin ehia aban we ya enye excuses ene ebema because about timelines your then defense minister I mean for the currency and so my timelines and you couldn't meet it so complete the project. Now people of Ashanti region and Ghana for enya ho mfa so eno na hu hia
wona wotie akire watie afanu ni nyina wuti prof kasano kan say na contractor say de ka ye de ka $52 million na say no kore say nya no kore e so munhwe mu ansa de ko be nyina man abanda da no so kire say adwuma no wa ye awie aka kakre bi keke I say what follow the equi nyina mamitio
Agya ozikan maminchi a oye ahwefo na etiefo na minchi a me na menyo wa na minchi a oye me omahen osabrema o Cape Coast ogo omahen ana pe na minchi a enuanem na nyankofo na ebusafo wo go nyina anapai. It's Ghana, your problems for Ghana. Due to the corruption are a problem. Over the past decade, we've been dealing with it. Galamsey, your problem. Your problem beats today, economic mismanagement. Unemployment are your problem. Another problem you have in this country is MPP. It's a major problem of this country. And I'll tell you why. MPP is one of the problems of this country. I will tell you why. It just such a graphic publication there online. Oh yeah, we're publishing October 26th, 2016. Oh yeah, Kate Hudson. Kate Baba Hudson. No, Donald Ato Dapetim. Now we're publishing. Also, work on Kumasi Military Hospital 90% complete and 44 buildings at Sewa ready. So, this is a reporter, graphics in my hand, or yeah, 2016. After this, na Ghana food 2, or yeah, ND Saban. Na woman MPP, 8 years. Na minche baby mohade. Project, Eurojet project in Ghana, and I share all issues in as an share a bit there. Afarizena, you know, the project was started, 2014.
2014.
2014, not there. What now was 3 years, 2014, 2014, 2015, 2016.
Only 2.
What the year 90% of the works, okay? Hospital. Project, police hospital. More as no mean there be sidan is war. Unkano to try. Munko to a free embassy. Munko to the Mazi Besham. Munko to the Mazi Besham. But busy 3 years to see 90% of the the job. Or more 44 buildings will say you are. In your 8 years there, bra. Na Bashama Nzama Unko Ye war hospital. Because Eja say you welcome Obi into the world. Where is the safest place to welcome the person? Hospital. A newborn baby. Say padaya wun ye ya. And then problem ya lamba hwa. Hospital na ya welcome baby no. Many otu na you say yes pa na say ya ben iwu na empede you wa. Enfa na yeboko hospital. In fact, meeting he moto hasisi ya nyame mpengu na say mu wa. Only mo hospital ka she mortuary. So the most important place for Indian nyimpa on your hospital. I wonder what we need. I was when we are finished. When you uncle, a couple of pay and sana, we can see him. Then tell your band about now do 8 years. Ashanti region was stronghold. Over the years, what to Obama one say when you are or political party no more else obey power. Let me say it. Let's say these 2 major hospitals were Ashanti region. Was starting in 2014. I went to Museum, I will take over 2017. Within 8 years, you know, and then why I can't hospital once more. After 8 years, 2 hospitals, 500 beds. Think about it, 500 beds hospital. Let's say you can a confirmatory. We need emergency units. We need baby obaging coffee. Jebaka was some there. There's a problem with confirmatory. It's a 500 bed hospital. MPP are banning your Ashanti region for. Or yes, say waka. What's the way? Over
250
beds. A year
combined 700.
8 good years. Etum after $97 million as a bar. At that time, as a Ghana came up, 1.45 billion Ghana cedis. As they could amuna, obliging tuntun. That's the case as well as an coupon. Nko fo ye bebe wa ye na wo kwa konya so wo kwa kada wa the year no one what's a powder wa be fia be yejuman awon yankopon na sikisi damon yankopon what other dem
na so say wo mo atumi to ton fidie ni nyina gu ho
enti I'm making my point
yaban we say fidie ni na wo no fix it
eja can you imagine that say sika wo to amune what's go to amune ya ntonton and you see the irony of it amune no obedi ntonton man ko for the yel wo ya him for na wo
hospital.
Now also what on sanity pada no be more problem. Obi no was a tamfi a tam no what sabi o sabi. What is someone say am went to bleed. Now mo na o bleed in 2020. NPP is a major problem in this country. I don't understand the psychology of their politics. Eja, I see your hospitals major ones say bien na yenwie Sewa Afari Military Hospital eje guho nurse me bisi hospitals 111 Agya 111 Jesus Christ same be the book of Luke 14:28 to 30 also one na so orisidana on na form nonsense ohun de dem no be bisi me sha asem to mawie na say anya ndem ntum mawie ankofo beka de hwe papa na orokwan o hye de na ase na mum wontum mawie o kire one plan yi tu no ade na jewo tu na obi sha ase abanda do abana aba na I will take over no wa sha ase du baby within 2 years o se de tum mawie no as 8 years ntum mawie ase another one ase Agya 111 no so chance no as spread sikan in such a way there a company one you must within 8 years
Agya 111 no
Agya 111 a company one you must see
not even one
or bless a genu ben 50 common sense che there see e no 50 into 50 no nke butu me wie as machine say gum as you pay gum into doctor say gum nurses health workers security men one out to this man. That's how we build the economy. But also end up there, I'm here the mazinti. No proper planning. Until you spread this kind of thing. Or Agenda 111. And they like it so much. Slogans, Agenda 111. I mean, you can say, a company one yejuma, you could have built 40 or 50 of them. Out to yejuma si sanama and say, go for your problems over hospital. Then I got afraid to you have the audacity to be complaining there. Agenda 111 no abandon to ado. Say what's the na no ni afaize na what jaw na entum 8 years entum enwie. Obi ba power as afufa bloggers ezi wo kira akọ. The man banning no robabon and the tribalistic nature of this MPP people. It's so appalling. My asante for then asante man dey Mahama. Then asante man dey Mahama. Mahama no be see who phase 1 of Kegetia Ozimo. Ofi 1 8 years phase 2 Akufado Winsi. Nti abazina e banaze in asante man was he Akufado. That's the question you need to ask. Mahama na ban no say Afari Military Hospital say okatuna brom we wie ma aban for MPP aban ba ya 8 years ye dey why hospital na asem nti bisa Akufado e ban na haze pa na esantifo was ayaw instead of completing these 2 major hospitals no ekase Agya 111 say instead of completing this major hospitals no you could do amuna $97 million countrymen in medeno obubu dan san we talk the mamuna na in this country we Akufado obubu posh buildings for judges bungalows eji obubu ni ya no to amuna
national cathedral some na kan
national cathedral say na making eja ebubu dani to amuna of $97 million plus the cost of those buildings. That's the magazine now. Abaka sanitary parasam.
No so kan.
Konkwasi ko there. Say inferior na work if it is not better than what they used to use. What they used to use, a time go, a time now, it will be no use. If you know, it's never used to pay into members in Waha. Now, was it? And some say MPP is a major problem in this country. Let me make this point. Let's say one Akufo-Addo was in the plaque. This hospital is inaugurated by His Excellency Akufo-Addo. When the thing was not ready for use, 2 days before President Mahama was sworn in. As a 1 way, as a important ebe in way, na require as a whole plaque akobo there. Oh, can you imagine? It's not messing there. There's a problem. And as Santifo, if you are listening to me, have problem with your MPs. In fact, I have said it on record. MPs in Ashanti region, they are so weak.
You can't weak enough, purchase.
So weak.
And yet, as a
we fight for project to their region. Look, in the man work Swami Intelligent Wasama. I go for 8 years. In the Mukas man Abeni Oria. Intelligent is a go for CC. Man of the Ashanti region. Where you get all your vote to? Where you get all your vote to become a political party to win power? Interchange is going to one. 2 major hospitals. What to working in Kwan. And 2 million. Let's say you can. Our party, double political party. I for blog it says which a corridor of a military hospital. The hospital, a military zone, installation. You need permission.
You need clearance.
You don't just walk in. Or a military installation or standard military protocol all they follow. Confusion. You see, they've said something. What's it? They will make this country ungovernable. They've said it not once, not twice. They've repeatedly been saying it. And that's why I want this government to be very wary of the kind of people we are dealing with. I mean, I was here 2000 election. I know what happened in Ghana. I've told them already, they should be very careful. These people, they can do anything because of power. Near the man chair, I don't think they should have the moral authority to be talking about this issue of Afare and Seyua. Okay. Because they begin to know say our politicians also respect us citizens. Oh yeah, sometimes it's they don't respect us. Until as Ugina camera nyima, that's what kasa. They can say anything. Look at Nsama EUC Sala, former defense minister. Also by 2023, say baby, see Ghana Hana young friends may be serious. Is baby answer them because of this video ya boy there. Okay, there by 2023, ya commission area. I want to know. Just there, such a person, you know, any political appointment again in Ghana.
Is that the timeline? It's a timeline.
Because they don't respect us. They take us for granted. If they really respect us, in just 1 year and Casa, or can actually him. Or can as he to my 10 years. But because of political expediency. 2 years time, when they know there are some Korean, it means they don't respect us. They take us for granted. Okay. And on this particular issue, I don't think the MPP has any more authority to say the things they are saying.
Now, 9 minutes. Okay.
Minya no quick. Emi say minua kuma kasa mu no. Fa nyama be 4 bi ewo mu. First one was ya si awie nya fa nyama na be hihye mu eno so wontimi nye. E kire me say Agya ye fe no wo brofo kasa mu say 10 key contract no onti ase. Nti I will explain it kakra. These facilities no were 10 key contracts. You can say 10 key contractor no a beginning to finish. Untimi sit down in si ho. Enka say ma to ad na beto be hihye. A 10 key from beginning to finish. We no installation a training no hand over. Intenye say inta obisa the question untimi answer. I say na obisa directly. Mo to asi ho inte was a contractor na de share and I say I buy na be hihye sa nyama no untimi answer. Because the honest truth is that they were 10 key contracts. They can't 10 key who are buying unify there is a consultant who supervise the contractor no or the report bro, then your technical people just go to see, but the contractor must also be bia no the show nsem wanye sa na ko to bibi mu a what's the terms of the contract don't thank you as ya but your own share no can say a 10-key contract. Second, I am they say what j to mu say now money installation or someone to turn them go but money installation papa or your doctor say when your installation sir now ko commission hospital then I'll catch a Ghana for if it in a one we say we box mu da ho won hye we say what could be a hospital yen dey then now could be now we dey atema na o pese odi in that hospital no so keke. And in the second thing, I am there. So what J to say what the always wo commission you know no G to as a doctor. Saying no can say was commission because over commission project equipment only installation on teaming dispute anyway, which is a fact. Say installations were not done. All right. The last one I'm person the attempt to talk about bring ethnocentrism and priority. And Asante 4 and Asante region and this. Well, the NDC na minim na ye woman. We think of the whole country as one. Ye pese obia nye nechefa. But se wodo Asante man sa ase the wokan. Ene ade na wo baye. One fa wa hondi nyina nhwemu anwie ene ne obetina sakase from beginning to end. Ye hospital se wo ha nyina hwan na ye. Hospitals obo din say Eurojet project obo din 9 hospitals are obo ye. 2 I was Ashanti region one year no na mo bo ni nyina eyi de hin wo Ashanti capital ne wo kan ne on kan che o ka ebi wo ho a ne ye ansa na o mo ba mu no ende won ka oba ye ne be commission we ne be na commission we obi ye den oba power 2017 na by 2018 2019 o commission facilities a bisa ho say den na nipa ba ko ye ansa na oba beto aso. Project no started effectively in 2014. That is not disputed. Into when I shall say 2014, when I president of Ghana. When I president, into BIA, now what baby we are, now prioritization no. Now we can about say this Kakoto sanitary pad. A boy come in some be into me Kasabe Bro. You can't priority and can buy your own name prioritization of Nema here, a MPP. And then can first question cry Emma. Who did 97 million across 2 ho me amena so your national cathedral we so we agenda 111 spending 4.8 billion eja 4.8 billion cedis so we the agenda 111 all over the place
so shall say kra no to be there
good na all share hospitals back 111 I would need say we need scan obe wie ni nyina anka ye ne face say what she ni nyina sie I spend 4.8 billion. And Quebec me a hospital at least from beginning to end. Emu 22 the Quebec. Oh yes, up to some point 30 o'clock Quebec me and ne want me back kumpo. Who become priority asem. Who can say to be at pada and nan can say auto pad on first can in Ankosha hospital. Ye hospital no and so pad no so here. What kind economic cost of period poverty? Unko kind say a case period poverty. Mmofra ba omuntimi nko school because wanya ne conviction oni no be use intending to nko school. Their absenteeism, the impact on the economy of this country. Say obenya nkola omuntimi mi school papa omuntimi mpase no be dependent on the nation in the near future. What kind we doing that cost home to tell us that it is less important.
So I'll say part am koto ekra no Ministry of Education, right?
Yes.
Also say enya papa.
Sir, and minister the end of say enya papa. Honorable how no do so
ministry.
Ministry. Mama statement.
Okay.
Mama statement. What na no can say bia eya yen kasa. Enya papa no, enya papa compared to them.
I did not say it. It's the ministry.
Na me be sao. Mama statement no. Enya papa compared to them.
Okay.
Until the last one. Who be can UGMC. Papa, me be I just googled it. Now reports in the brave 511 days after Akufo-Addo coming into power, UGMC has not been operationalized in Kofoko demonstration. Yeah, I'm fan of four. Answer na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama be commission phase 1 of UGMC. What the doctors call Israel, or the nurses call Israel, or the anesthetists call Israel to train them. Now omombra. ye yin ko for me mate that time me call US me mate my down for pa ye no call Israel for training because no money so ye commission no ma ye adwuma ye say be commission to ho omo buy mo Pascal ni na ko for buy ko train buy mo so bi anko ni be ofi man in hospital ho na mo G hospital and decide to privatize it. We change ownership of the hospital, created a special purpose vehicle, try to make it a private entity. Hospital are binding Mr. Casey. As a Muslim university need the biome, Mumbai say, Ubekaya, His Excellency John Dramani Mahaba, or so a person of Fakwan, no far hospital, no, as my university. It's a dinner for university. Say university and running, no moon training for Ubaye, Mojadini for university. Nansinyana I me na make a presidential committee His Excellency for me ye mfa kwan a anamo ebetimi dia fa betimi di hospital na Sakosha University nsem eno be kan UGMC ho asem nti yan commission UGMC a ye nya ehwe unlike ne momko ye ya wa wo jetumu ne say installation bi anye na makoy community commission nti no onti tanki na
mate
enya dia obi ato bi ato fie now work with Tamakoshisha.
Agya Kwabena, you place on record say minuana ye over 7 minutes.
Let's 7 minutes, yeah.
Why 7 minutes? Let's be fair. And let's also stay this. In the whole world, Afrafanto, per any opposition party, the focus, any opposition party, the whole world. And we can understand where the bitterness is coming from. And their bitterness is not stemming from the NPP.
Why understand okay?
They can't UP. They are the only opposition party. The focus, the dadging, another opposition party. Now, say if MPP a problem of a country, the just ended administration now, Sebi, Tono, Trapiano. You were part of that administration for 6 good years.
Who was part?
The leader of UP.
I said, if you say Mr. Martin is part, fine. I was part.
The leader,
exactly.
No, every political party is the ideology and the leadership, and ebe entitled to follow it.
So put things in perspective.
Until the person you are following, the person based on whose ideas, until UP, deputy director no, for communications no, he was part of the MPP until UP came or Fanto came. Until if MPP was a failure, then he was part of the failure because he was a cabinet minister for 6 good years. Until MPP Amicha Pewa, he was handling a cabinet position at trade and ministry. Until if you are following a leader who came from the stock of people you believe to be failures, then their problem cannot be MPP. So let the opposition stop fighting another opposition. And the issue of National Cathedral, Agya Kwabena, I'm sure Ghana for by now I'm taking on both. Yeah, that year campaign, National Cathedral, even on campaign platforms. NDC for na associate ko catch Ghana for say, the National Cathedral site, Ebe Children's Hospital. Mine is about two audits. National Cathedral, Munhushe. Asofo ya mudo mu si kromwe chom mpawa gu om hofi and this na asofo de na say ya de meta yi Pentecost sofo chairman egu asofo hofi because of National Cathedral and abuaka musim. And in government we are using National Cathedral to still talk. Until you spent almost 2 years. What have you done to National Cathedral? What have you done? And now we are still in the campaign mode talking about National Cathedral. Fair if NDC and its allies using National Cathedral should still speak in government after all the things we said when in opposition and then also have chewing gum National Cathedral Ghana for campaign it is now time for action, so work. And if you believe there's a wrongdoing, go after people. Don't use that cathedral to campaign.
And people are running away.
Out of
people are refusing to
National
come
Cathedral, who's running away?
People are refusing to come
National
home.
Cathedral, who's running away? People were tried in their absence. If you have a case against Otoriata, try him in his absence. To move on. Say, NDC can say, Akufo-Addo has started 111 hospitals. Now, Akufo-Addo could have started and completed some and stopped some. It shows, first of all, Abaya on also any priorities and how to manage the priorities. You are starting and constructing 261 24-hour market to go and sell kakao. And no dear, you feel it is right. There is nothing wrong. So with 24-hour economy now promising and then to go for Croatia. And no dear, you can start 261 district markets across the country. But a buying our starting agenda 111 a bamboni. Me penny your opinion sem. Health sector, yes, say you hear someone like him. But say okay say a buying a starting 111 projects in the country. Na ya de boni and kayefa sa sika no kwhye mu na ye bia. Now the president who is your boss in your government and so started 261 district marketer. Then you are only telling your boss say near MPP for here now what you say entwa yie no o boss no so yedi because you are also constructing 261 markets. Are you going to complete them in your 2.5 years? Obviously no. So are you going to say we are going to waste money to start markets when you can't complete, when the same monies could have been used to start and complete others? It shows a government that flips and flops. And what they hold opposition to know, now about Ashanti Regional MPP Agya Kwabena
7 minutes also.
He did 9 minutes.
Oh, after 7 I got 9.
1 minute. MPP Agya Kwabena in health sector. NDC is on record and we will keep saying it. NDC cannot show us one hospital in Ashanti region. Our must start it, our must complete it. NDC cannot show us one hospital. We see at least 5 hospitals complete here in Ashanti region. Sabronom was here complete. Manson Kwanta was here complete. Tredia was here complete. Drobonso was here complete. Swami was here complete. Many Panisa agenda 1 facilities in Ashanti region. Eku for Dubai 1 year. Or we at least emu 2. Konongo e Ashanti region. Eku for Dubai year. Eurojet facilities. Eku for Dubai year. Eurojet. Oh, Efonso. Eurojet. Eku for Dubai ma Santimine. Tepa. Eku for Dubai ma Santimine. Enti e ban the president Kufuor started ya modi 8 years man wie. Na Ekufuor ebe wie ye. The only 2 hospitals are NDC started in Ashanti region in 8 years. For Mena and Kumewu 40% complete. Ekufuor be wie ye. Aside no one started ye no. Enti ye can even Apomudi alone. Ekufuor started completed 5 hospitals. Aside agenda 111 came to complete President Kufuor's Eurojet and the ones you started. Ekufuor has been kind and very good to the people of Ashanti region.
Wrap up now. You Prof. Professor Otiana Chikakraba Besanka. You make I think Uncle Musim Bissau about
okay. A bonkasa na
you see Ghana young problem cry in over the years and you there. Our politicians will take advantage in there. So oba blame no so oba say o man obu your manager paze what chaba won ho o say o man ni wie na say o kat no opposition na ye jan one na ye shaba na o power nti they are comfortable in opposition not there some say no pa obi anyam hwe. Are you getting it? That has been the trend over the years. But I feel as a searchlight had to wonder. Now my Ghana for whom I'm born away. Most will be a Ghana Japaze. Most what say your money ma one finance minister oh yeah Akufo-Addo union. We're going to your money minas and say what na national catch you the summon most we could wish this court to them. Yep, Tamana, be the young one. That is how we should build this nation. You don't give you power, people's power to govern for 8 years. Now and say or money in Japaze and cham in real money in Sika. You know, we should keep quiet. Now, what kind of democracy is this? You know, you answer them. And see, you spotlight no two. One on the opposition, one on the one government, because MPP is our competitor, NDC is our competitor. And see, it is even good for this country that we are playing that role, so that Chinebi in your power you will do things right, because in there, opposition power. People will talk about it. And say, I want to say that. And also, you see, Agenda 111 is not the problem. You see, I don't know what else I'm one tasa. The fact that SNK over $400 million, that is the problem.
How much the cost?
Oh,
the project cost.
In Chebutum na agenu will buy 30, 40, 50 b. Nanchanko for use. Not there. You see, resources are not unlimited.
Yes.
So you manage them wisely. Sisala nzema eguwe anko fun UC abon for so no
it's market no
but market is say
261
so say NDC we my friend after one time and that's when we are
the Abanya issue
then we can talk about it why there was one angle no 40 and then no 50 that is the issue
but is it prudent to start the 261
see obi interject you are not happy
so the argument we are making and all that are see in some way one way problem you see
but you're part of us
you see let me tell you this I come as an enchantment nobody is better you see we love this country me I speak passionately because of this country I have 4 kids they will grow in this country and I want my kids to make it whether I'm there or not until if politicians are plundering these states well say your man now you should be concerned are you getting it that is why some for what we speak with the passion I'm not bitter about who MPP was in power for 8 years most of your people who became ministers deputy ministers were my juniors in MPP when I was in MPP they were my juniors some of them I used to train them I didn't call any of them I didn't go to any of them for anything are you getting it that's how I am I could have gone to them for contract and all that. I didn't go to any of them. I don't have any bitterness. But the point is that we have a nation to build.
Yeah.
So if your government had 8 years opportunity, let's just sense them out. We should say it. In fact, we should say it out so that the ruling government will also know there. Or Chile is opposition. We'll talk about it.
But your leader was part.
Of course, Alan Chamati was given a ministry and he excelled in that ministry. No, listen to me. A team can lose a match, yet a player of that team will get man of the match.
For him, he excelled.
No, by his record are there.
But the record
your candidate, Dr. Baumia, didn't he run away from the economy?
He ran away.
Yeah, to digitalization.
To which country?
Do you
understand the link between the digitalization?
Okay, that is my evidence. Do you understand? The point is that you have 2 runaways. 2 runaways. One ran away from the country to US on propaganda. Another ran away. Dr. Baumia, an economist, ran away from the economy when the economy became so bad.
But there's a direct link between
no. There's a direct
the economy.
Issues, don't
go there. But that's fine.
So then you know, Mr.
Batman. Go first. Takwa say because say there's no way so big guy a hono there's no way so kwa bia obafa so a ho de sum no besum na ye be try say chama untumi so sa pre bargaining samsami e mu de na afo so betumi akasa so pentam
ai ma me bottle kakra bi e wa bi ho e ba said nam tamaklo de na meka say me bo aban abaso so wo mutimi e follow extradition process no na mo de na bagana na lessons kakra yesu afi ho afi sa case yi nyina no ho say wo ye bonni a ukobe bia aban no betimi edwaba ma wa be serve and it should be a lesson to all of us in public space say yesuma yensum ye and I'm expecting say omudin be famra kwan bia was a faso she was convicted in absentia or right so to me appeal and all of that but the moral lesson in it actually say bibia obeye no dwen ho and menyaya anka honorable Ken and so should be here but I am telling the Attorney General say so obetimi a try no in absentia Sedinast set an example say so we dwane now so umbegina na say it me try we are it may make things easier for the US to extradite you once you've been convicted. No, but I don't see any NDC government or anybody shielding her. Yes, and common starting and continue extradition processes. No, the other issue are okay a plea bargaining. Mete ye no na eye misre kakra because plea bargaining no say the mete as na me hwe plea bargaining act e pass ye no. There were 3 levels of betimi aye plea bargaining. Okay. Mra e wo man mo say wotimi use. So a right so wotimi access into the size or access that right now. Obi antimi stop no. But obetimi a plea bargain at the charges level. Say bia charge na mo de be ma me no emu edu. Nti no yensisa charge no. So na you drop a charge ni bi e bia meye restitution betua bibi to the amine or abine or something. Obetimi so aye another plea bargaining. Mra case no koso and ubetimi so a plea bargaining towards sentencing. Say okay case near dear we na ebia ye sentence me a me kwa kodem me yesi nti scan o me wi a ma me fa scan mbra menim baby a case na du a ansana plea bargaining we eba but baby a tie bia no ne right but ne me sre aban ne say, and I'm pleading to the Attorney General and our government and the justice system say yen hwe obi ye boni na ye pese ye punishing punishment no serve purpose be one say ye twinta nipa na kasa na so say man nye sa biom ba ye chere nkofo say ni akwapa ye nso no enye biom nti ye make sure say whatever I best settle on no will still serve these two purposes. Say a betchere omo wo man mu nyina say ukofa aban sika 14 million from Exim Bank so the ye bibi no one fan ye ye ba nye say be kase bitua keke ne ko baby ye money tua sa ska no na seswi ye nsi bioma ye bi say hu say what moral and ye de chenkofo uwi aska na fa to baby ya nchewa no wedi ye chewa wa betua na okọ. Is that a lesson we want to send? Minjin this as an say huno. Intino all those leading this plea bargaining. The other thing too is that many panic them now say 14 million and kebetimi abe boa mano yen san kan kra na no so it's a loss. Other one be feed no obehwe no e bia nya hard labor kra onye adwuma bi ama obo feed no ba o man so yen nya hwe. So if there's a middle ground na ye betimi anya sika ni be back. Na
adno chi asan twe na so.
Atwe na so amamo hu say sad way ma obi nye sada. Mejidi say ebeboa. That is my position on that one. Last one no obo what was that?
Takwa
gold fields.
Xenophobic attack what South Africa ne some more kika. Eurani say yanso your friend say for Jacinta. O say yan support o mo kra fa o mo ho.
The whole of Africa supporting Mexico. Mejidi say what can be Africa country be a South Africa no mbebo bia no. Country no Africa support. It's Nemeka afa eno no ho ne say
o say me support o kra be say mo ye kra na ye support mo mu wi I say be ju mo adwuma ye na support adwuma no kra say
yaje and this on be xenophobia online Nemeka ne say aban eko into so nipa ne ka say nya de on be jamu a then we have taken a grand standing o ko negotiation to me nkasa o license na ewu o ba be negotiate there may be law be a was say more first right of purchase and abibisa of renewal say be just one be say won pay but aban should go into this negotiation with Niema Mienu. First one say empower your local businessmen na dia eboa aban no because foreign investor or repatriating profiter and the masidi no ebre because of the dollar say ko but say obi e wo Ghana ha ne oni a interest bibia e bestia nti yen dwen ho say ya de na ye de magana ni na be yeye na judgment debt nsem bebre bia mba mu a fine but say enya obi a wo capacity a e bia oje ade ya media na mejapade maje no waje na wontimi nya ho hwe na mfaso obi a mba so mawo enne fama obi a mfaso ba so a betima ba faso amawo ema nipa no so. So my first point is say yeah shedna so obi wo Ghana hapa no betima ya me mfa mom. Okay. Not just because of the xenophobia, the position of government is say we want African unity. So even though South Africa for no misbehaving no mo bia wo Ghana ha and retaliate and across the whole of Africa. The enka say ye mampeni next year onokoye AU chair. It's just AU chair in waiting until we saw sending a signal be as somebody or person AU no a boom. So ye engineer xenophobia no so any negotiation no and not give it to South Africa. But if a Ghanaian betimi aye media my first preference on any day be a Ghanaian because can bet na or say na ye nyina na team but obi for loje no ye bia or dey call. For that reason, but me and xenophobia no so.
And fine, take a decision.
And fine, take a decision.
All right, Prof.
That's a part. That's a quite.
Mate. Prof. So Bekuba Bintino. I pre-bargaining. Mamintio na minja Prof. Pre-bargaining.
Okay. The pre-bargaining. My position is always clear. I don't think the law na yawano, pre-bargaining law na yawano, is the best. It's never a good law. If we really want to fight corruption, you hear something stronger corruption no oyaze o say o man senti nyi de sika ancho say de yampuntu yaze yenzama no boban for so amanya nyina no the musika no to kosi onipa ko no kotokum odo hwedan kasa no ho no nyina ebusuafo nti say ye pede ye kodam ntokwa na ye succeed so that nkofu wentum na one form manager paze one fire one other plea bargain law as we have it no is not the best. My position in there, and I've stated it somewhere. My position in there. Say, pede plea bargaining no, or yeah, deterrent. Utum no, or discouraging Crawford from engaging in corruption. Yes, as a yen brim, the plea bargain will be allowed because in his can. No more most of the yen there. Say, Kwesi Mensa, offer manager pade, offer money sikaba fan there, by 1 million now. Na say, omano chin there, sike afa. Na se Kwesi Mensa sina ma afo sika na me pade meze bro ni jama ma se de yen de ya beja atum de sika na bra na mum condition all there mo itintim wo mbrem ma yen nyina ya gitum ono nye de 1 million na fai no ya beji ena insuhu yes I the we sika from time we sika no nye time e podi itu no ya calculate punitive interest rates. Some of them there, Ghana interest rate about 20%. I was about 25%. And I calculate interest rate on second year in. There's a sikateno there on any sika house there as a bar. Now the damn scan baby up a young jaw. Some brothers in a second year in Chelsea there more by 10 years. Yabaka there, or Sunday Chessica on ye in Simunity. Instead of 10 years, you know, Yabamong 5 years. Reduce sentence because of skinny train. Okay. Let's say I'm going to develop okay there. Mutu me view money sikaba 1 million. Muvia. Mutu mza emazi mza bobra mza business menye sika mza nema pi. Nema watch ma 1 million na muvia in. Na makafa ba there open 1 million on ni gine jam. Down play bargaining. Down gine jam without punishment no ono no butu wa say your money then it becomes obey them again about a bank ha mebinum what's that order me sika no interest we am sika no back. Do you get the point? So people would rather be emboldened to be engaging in corruption because me there we na watch I will just hand over the money back to the state and work free. That is why initially my position was that we don't need that law. Ghana, how big we are poncha? One can't in the cafe poncha by na Kofi. Woman 10 years, 8 years. Politicians will use the carcass in millions, sir. Or do one have some done open where BB Sunko was more politicians as if they are better citizens than one or your petty criminals. No, the elite criminals. No, one a reason no oboman. Mnzamo yano sika do etsa ebi se won de nti abrantie na katesi onya akukudu. So just look at the national service issue, the amount of money involved. Just look at this issue of buffer stock. At its figures in and actually the age of these people are. You wonder the makukudu numpo. Because you see, sometimes I talk to the youth and the politicians, even those in their own political parties. So I'm most going to be let's say, come on, Sama. Also, as a man bapano, speak against it. So that, so China be when we are. Hospital now, you a painful walk what the foam. Car corner on Yama, Kofunya accident, who washing one qua. School dana. On you woman farm what need you ask Wusuaze, and as a school dinner suwa in going into farmers when you phone to walk, now watch on. You put to play your brother Mazin in Asi. Corruption, or what we call opportunity cost. Oh, yeah, won't to me some ye king. There, a corner of Fado of 4G document as allegedly. No, as you call this Kade, as you kaya a brofu. A jet say near you. So, won't to me Ozinu Kwal. Sikana was more. It is Zinukwal. Na as I put as a cadis can fire. So want to me the mazina in terms for so about when you there. A call into young food production. in this country a bro production into Obokoso because of food to me that's about 100 acres or so into increase in food production. Two, mbabu bi adwuma wa ye wo farm no because we tell a number of people are employed in hundreds of thousands, which means in mbabu bi adwuma wa ye of your into full security wa Ghana so obepeja no che there say baby simple na say is bani nyiwa and also say into me ndue bobiewa is bro enough for able to that hwe yan ho and na nchobu twe taxes na aban na aban so your tax no send there enibru born allegedly no kajis da musika na over fan ye ebrofu no no see as fufu no nti apart from omanas na nchobu nya za ye as the fufu na wa kaje na so nchobu butum wa ye no we deny you say nchobu ye dwuma wa ye no we deny food production, increase food production into only often opportunity cost to this also or your cost to the state, and we call it opportunity cost. So I'm saying there, if you have such situation, that's the problem. But there, it's kind of get a jama when you're in them.
Obi beka se aban ba yi no was certain presidents say mpanyfobia na se nipa bia wo mo so na mo nsem wo court no sa pre bargaining kusam bia ana ye dey ma ye ja wo munti no wo mo so e won say wotumi aye pre bargaining am obi dia ena we say so tumi ye ma no so
eja imam ka sam cho Dr. Kwabena for I had a very serious problem with it publicly. That is why at a point I even wanted to write to Parliament there. That moment it didn't make sense to me then, and it wouldn't make sense to me now. If only says Sikana you know, you are in this case and interest and can only punish you. It doesn't make sense to me. My position is constant, and I want to say that what had a better than Miss MP before 2022 was it play bargain? Was it shame? They knew what they were doing.
How?
2022 no was a plea bargain. What is shame? They knew they were looting, and there will be a time like this where I can go and say, "Sekana mo yeno only is Gina for only mbaka ahana mbaka." They knew what they were doing. Inti yem mali will be. I'm watching be asamba. We can just return the money and go scot free. And I'm saying that if the current law, Attorney General, it shouldn't be the Attorney General who decide the direction of this issue. It should be stated in the law. Pay in full, pay punitive interest, and get reduced sentence. It should be stated in our books so that it shouldn't be the Attorney General to go and negotiate there for 40, for 60, for 80. No. Yeah, I'm telling you, it will rather embolden people to be more corrupt and it will affect our development.
Me dance. Doc, yes, sir. Baby, Edre, initially, I'm not guilty. Ebemu and sana to say pre-bargaining so aquacoba. Obi a watch the back and say, Sadian to me, didn't ye womusa court on kai say, we did for and we did, but sir, pre-bargaining the abem with the nature say, Sikabi could you be chayampa. Yan sure acquire a fast so cry to me a quadjebisia as politicians, a war. Financial institutions how do we say for instance as in banking purposely was made say establish say M1 say the beya e be so businesses ahodo ase na tumi pejan performance tumi akoma nim ene be bia aba bedre no pre bargaining hu samsami mami che so agye kire wo
Agya Kwabena emra bia ni ho a prevent politicians say ontumi nkoje besia even in state institutions buying banks na buying institutions are sebi omutimi ma besia no emra bia ni ho why try say o ye politician na o dey want to menye bi say na plea bargain so nchire na say really say obi is guilty first of all obi no how you guilty until say court emra e won nchen na e be kire say we are the bone and we ni bone enti obi bia e that right in the country and say na sebi obi asemba ya bua no kumfo poansa na court abua no kumfo na obi a wo ho kwan aban we baaye now there were cases in court Attorney General ebe ka kire say nkofo settle cases no 60-40 percentages nkofo to abi then it means whatever obi be choose say obeye in terms of plea bargain no it means say eyemra na emra wo kromu ema ho ba ekwan ema oni pakono etekisa opportunity no na so obi so take this opportunity ni so a enkyerɛ necessarily sebi wayɛ bɔne nti yɛnte ɛno free ho na yɛnya nti aseɛ
na sɛ odipa no ɛngye sika wanfa nya de a ɛsɛ ɔde yɛ de a
ya wanyɛ ɛne sɛ yɛbɛhu sɛ ampa wanyɛ no ne nyinaa pronouncement no is with the court ne nyinaa pronouncement no is with the court until court ɛbɛka sɛ ampa say no na ɛbɛka nyinaa ɛyɛ allegations na ɛbɛka nyinaa ɛyɛ nea ɛfiri yɛyɛ mu ɛne sɛ na yɛnte aseɛ ɛteɛ ɛnyɛ no ɛna sɛbi mmara no ɛka ɛnyɛ no na yɛde yɛ adwuma ɛwɔ court yɛ maame sɛ de natama close so me nua panyin asɔre akɔ but o make statement bi sɛ ɔbɛbɔ aban na aba so ɛsɛ wako through with extradition treaty no ana process no na ma yɛn kan kyerɛ Ghana for sɛ ɛnya NDC aban ɛna ɛka sɛ madam said natama close yɛn fa ne mra Ghana ha me giri sɛ ka NDC kwan de anka wɔn ba Ghana ɛne US ɛwɔ nkitahudie a sɛbi sɛ obi ɛkɔ into sa situation no na sɛbi ɔyɛ Americani na ɔwɔ Ghana ha na mmara no bɛhia no ɛwɔ America hɔ a nkitahudie ɛda Ghana na America ho no ɛntɛm no bɛma America atumi asɛnde anaa watrigger saa nkitahudie no na the moment a ɔmbɛkɔ through with ɔmo part na ɔmbɛ submit all the needed document no Ghana mmara no hyɛ sɛ ɛwɔ si yɛn nso ɛyɛ yɛ part the same way sɛ Ghana ni nso nya asɛm wɔ kurom ha na sɛbi ɔwɔ America na situation no te sɛ ya Ghana so ɛbɛtumi akɔ trigger saa process no na sɛ Ghana so submit ne nneɛma nyinaa ɛkyerɛ sɛ ampa sɛ ya America so ɛnni biribi aka agye sɛ nea mmara no hyɛ no ɔmo yɛ ɛde ma Ghana enti anti sɛ de na tamaklo issue no NDC enye omo ene de ne bae
na se enye sa de identity na mo party fo ni bi ka se aban ko fa se de na mo mra bra ken for that answer
we will give you that comparison now in 2024 from somewhere April to August Attorney General's office trigger that process and all needed documents I was say free Ghana ha ekwa America no Ghana eye na afamu de ending August 2024 inti ne ahu ne yaba ene ne abesi nyina ya America part na wo ye enye ndisi aban na ye bibi na ye koka ne akoka ofori ata so sebe honorable abefra conversation yenka magana for nti say aban kuo sebe institution na wo ne ofori ata ewo issue eye office of special prosecutor aban lawyer penny any Mr. Oforiata any issue special prosecutor and also on Mr. Oforiata wo issue aban we crowd the special prosecutor akọ court akọ win case say special prosecutor any hu kwan say odi obi ebeko si court say odi nasem abra o magi tumi emfiri aban lawyer penny attorney general ho enti say ye de sa na ma we mienu etoto ho a na aban no lawyer penny kwa gidi say asem na special prosecutor any Mr. Oforiata wo no kwampo no a sebi ode na court no kwampo no special prosecutor eni hu kwan because wa magi to me am free or no attorney general ana aban no eho
constitution ekasa na sa attorney general
da court enti aban no egitum
aye constitution na eka say o me prosecutorial powers nyina no eye
so general. You are even helping my point to say
yes.
Ye mra no say say special prosecutor do be be court agi say okoji to me free attorney general ho enti oman ayewom Mr. Oforiata any oman no any issue there is no case in court between oman no any Mr. Oforiata na say special prosecutor
OSP no ye no ewo hwan din mu
the moment OSP enkoji to me no enfree attorney general ho no it means nia all ye no wati amra enti in principle no the case even between OSP and Mr. Oforiata no per the constitution upo okanfo amasem no so no e kire say he is doing something contrary to the constitution because one enkoji to me enfree attorney general ho enti NDC kasa na Oforiata NDC yabre sɛ biribi wɔ hɔ na mo betumi ayɛ na mo de Mr. Oforiata aba nkamayɛ abesi nɛ obi a sɛbi yɛde allegation ato ne so ntumi force US aban so ɔmfa ne mmra sɛ mo kɔ so na mo ka saa nsɛm wei na yɛtete nsɛm ɛwɔ radio ne TV so na yɛbua Mr. Oforiata aban no ne case biara asa now na yɛka nsɛm bi gu ne so na yɛgyina TV ne radio so ebua ne kumfo a abra yɛmua ne kumfo wɔ court abra aban no ɛno no ni case biara you are even is there any case in court
or yeah Jumano on behalf of wine
per the office of the Attorney General any constitution now bua me kan no OSP ankoji to me and free Attorney General
for say 2 million
per the constitution what even the OSP is doing with Mr. Oforiata is null and void
enti na bibo chirechemu abi minimum law ntime the office of the special prosecutor was established to do what on whose behalf?
On behalf of the state to investigate corrupt and corruption practices.
On behalf of
the state.
That is on mine.
On mine.
Thank you.
Now say we have investigations we now doing say obi ewa asem ansa ewa court. You don't send the person to court per the constitution. And then now Attorney General so fighting for no bra ono nchen ebeji to me and sana o the only pakono akọ court. Enti Oforiata's case with special prosecutor doing your investigations alone does not make him guilty. O person within the court ko Attorney General assistance on kodi to me be for Attorney General. Enti per the constitution whatever office of special prosecutor any Mr. Oforiata daily even in court no null and void because on kodi to me be enti ye koso na ye pronounce ni guilty na ye kan asem na ye match you are even sending the signal say onipa no ba man no compa onye safe under this regime. You are even helping his case because as it stands there is no way you can force America to deport Mr. Oforiata into this country contrary to what we saw in Madam Senator Tamaklo's case. Enti yenya Oforiata issues na ye bono say ye wo bibi ye wo dinaso bi say Mr. Oforiata e wo issues to answer until said Natamaklo issue no obi ani nyi ho say ye dey obekọ to prison sebe yakoye screening wo ho ye ne a prison for no akodin kita ho wo hwe nkofo asetena mu e wo prisoner enye obi afa entenye obi ade so obi ebekọ prison but the cases are different. Oforiata issue na be manifesto promise ene nsem a ye kan gu apane so abra wo aban mu NDC foya de ne ba parliament ese o ma bi nsem bia no na sebe ye ho ane to akonya na ye yi ne to akonya se finance minister NDC for na ne trigger sa constitutional clause no ye de Mr. Oforiata kodru parliament eyiyi ne niam anu wie ye no minority ehun se omu ni case bia against Mr. Oforiata enti eden e na oman no e wo te Oforiata na oman no gidi se sebe omu wo case bi against Mr. Oforiata anti said na Tamaklo case no owo court no na onu oman mu
obushase no Ghana.
The difference and the process no largely she wasn't here until in Brofono yes she was tried in absentia in her absence only oman mu no try ne course ye wo case bi against Mr. Oforiata yen court na ne tina TV so ni radio so ni media so na ye keka egu ne hu fi ese no you are even emboldening him and helping his case because if anyone's life is under threat per ye no mu asem ene ye niema ye be ye na you can seek refuge in any part or most parts of the world. And that is what is happening. Yenyai na yen hwe so enye nia e wo se ye ye ebebo oban
eboni ya adwene
on the market the MPP or a problem money. And I will repeat it, this current MPP is one of our major problems in this country. You have to deal with this problem.
And you are qualifying it.
You see, Agya Kwabena for that and asam. Nanche, how many Abba served Ghana 7 years as finance minister? I want to say yes, Kasam. Nye sikasam biala on money busa yakoji a kawa yaza yentimu yentia bibiala I want to shadow. After 7 years, I serve your money no. Benabu akunta because our money there. A year Zamabia, Anjan ye into Brana Biano, never church them China. Egwan akatena brochi the omani bre and san oni waba one political party some people wunyim oforata na asem yo ko de wunyim no so ando a obobo party you da nti won ka say why a press conference as a political party nti one fake no oforata and so de na akufado wunuya na akufado wunuya na man finance minister onu point onyo no the finance minister per one ka say wo nzama mo sa hyehyɛ wa banen nti o late offended akoto say no choro the finance minister maybe because of chop the awakwa man no bosa na the company oye data bank when you no won for so it's in as money on close the come from brefie ori SML dealer okokwa ye na azi nyina no obwan nti papa no we gwanen no man na jump the button krom as bono ye nti we gwan wakasha abrochiru no
omana say sekotu nyam ana te
cha chaze last me ka asem kiro that's me tire we say me for phone sisi alam mozoko even on television obi awon na me hwe phone mozoko ma bo waso ma du phone ma wo second ma du phone na even though ko phone on television no me du phone che the court wakara ma du phone nti bi o yin da azi eyi we wiaze sabi watch bi na ponche no ko nke ewi oyo anso yin akoko oyin akoko police station anso oyin akoko ta nti mo ye nyi de wa bo mani from tin we gwanen na me zinyi de on this said na tamakro show no my position is this: NDC should not make any move to shield this woman. You see, it will be good for their own image. They will allow a woman to serve her sentence. Because all the baby are, you see, to get a good name, you should be prepared to sacrifice people. That's what the Nakufado refused to do. At a point, he needed to sacrifice Kenoforata. But we one year, no so do and they Kenoforata and ask me. But if they are not able to sacrifice the woman, because on the basis of the law, she's been convicted, she's been sentenced. Into Uncle 7 time or prison. Or any person when we are punching, no we are mobile phones or prison. It's not by virtue of the fact that a politician, a political party, you should be treated differently. One of the cardinal principles of rule of law is the principle of equality before the law. Which means, say, I go school, I school, a politician, so long as I gun, you know, all on this can you should be treated equally before the law. Now, but there, so we will call you up on we could have mobile phone, we could have been a brother. Now we're jailing the same in Bena organ and judging yet to know. Now we're jailing Pacono 5 years, 6 years, 8 years, sometimes 10 years for stealing mobile phone. Let's say politicians will also be both they will be treated differently. I have a problem. That is why I'm saying that this government, I want to sound this note of caution. If they want to maintain their image in respect of the fight against corruption, the woman should be allowed to serve her term. Yes, Wakade, she still has a window of appeal that she can appeal. Yes,
right.
Yes, any right. If she appeals her, I want the see the problem we have in this country is that we should have confidence in our legal system to the point today. Even as she's appealing, we know that the judge now Oza Samono or concern ye. So also yes, you still have to go to prison or reduce sentence or acquittal or whatever discharge that. Then we will know the thing went through the legal process. But I'm saying that because of the image, you know, a party and Kasa or like the Butum will loosen because the party, whether we like it or not, is enjoying certain goodwill, certain good say one surely here in a madam on to sacrifice woman almost starts in a sentence. In a situation or starting by some few months the bill or to the or court. We don't want that. We want a situation where it should be made to serve a sentence. That is my take on Sedna Tamakro issue. But let me make this clarification. One, to me, it was not in court because of Boson or Koboy. I come up with a Juma. On your one, Mokobo sample, not say, my fire has a Mazaya now. Or your criminal of a civil case. But a Mizakoshi was the paper or the paper or no qual was about that down. na say mo hu sika na mezika ya za some say ya azinum pa or your crime but that's what me can say because of
documentation
false pretenses is that kofi na ejiji sika until the issue is akofi na ejiji sika is the issue.
Okay,
it is not mo bi nkada obi agbobosa o say ndo MPP chairman to na ko gbobosa obi agbobosa na odi ye adwuma na say wan ye ya why they watching on them as a false document allegedly no also crop bank no okada bank ebeka there okigina ebuofu okigina oya video bi okigina obi na ebuofu obi na ebuofu no oya video no okira there sika na okaje no ebuofu nyi if you see insu tire insu wa fe bro no nyina 100 acres insu afe bro nya akupo ni ho be da masem oka no
that's it Sudan be quite to kuku dan man ko na eburo na
that is the issue. That is the issue. See, mama, so once again, as Asantefo, your Asante Sam. In fact, only MPP Samumpu. Because one to me took the load as a Ghanaian. He should be dealt with as a Ghanaian. Today, Ghana, you be allowed. Say for Kwambodo, but if it becomes a situation where once you are caught, then I go under the cover of my political party. Then I politicize the issue so that why the wire them. MPP, all the baby are prepared to sacrifice people. You see, this word, all the baby, even Christ was sacrificed for our salvation. Sacrifice is part of leadership. And I'm saying that MPP and NDC, all the baby, sacrifice the person to save the image of your political party.
All right, you smabe do num na ya sorry. And see, you share.
I thought you 1 second.
Once I can make my topic now they are otifi wana fe ya o no aka be but xenophobic attacks here cause South Africa man mu am say dey nyanya but o share the way na make na wo mu din semhunu no sabi wo mu din semhunu no na police for agina wo machi ba ko bia me hu ye me pesa meka wo mu du saloon ho no na lady ba ko bisa na bibi minim kasa ko o want to me kasa no bisa no ehwa no mo work on out it do na we kasa na o kasa na say e de ono no kan bia na wa ma na ate na sa no mo to aso koya o ma jeje nkofo ne ma go back to your country, go and fix your country, na ye fan toto takwa gold mines ho no go fix for no say yenko fix dey a ene say e be fix nti ebinom say yenye mines na ma na say nkofo kra ye ho demonstration say my renew and farm omo ba utie go for sepani mu sasa mo kana ono se sa takwa mines wono a very it's you so where be I'll say a bibia hu hia omo pa say wo mo dwetire no income omo nyina no represent about 25% the whole world net say omo nya sika free ho pa intini enyamu ne de e be ye din so mbejemu nya de mbejemu na jemu kire doc ma minti o be 7 minutes.
Once again, Mr. Oforiatta's issues. There is nowhere and a buying Mr. Oforiatta Akojina court. Abon Kwadu. You see, Oforiatta as finance minister, Eden company, Ecobo, Bessia, Ejin Husika, na and also on my answer.
No, it's not part of it. It's not part of the issues.
Mr. Oforiatta, once again, NDC MPs at the neighbor parliament. Emma, as part of Nanu Dia or Mototo Yenina, ne bank, our ne afufro, and I set up issues by Oforiatta Bank. As far back as President Kufuor, and Ghana buying, and started a Juma. Under Professor Mills. Now oye Ghana man penyin from NDC ene Oforiatta Bank eye juma under President Mahama one oye president of Ghana ofri NDC mu eba ye ene Mr. Oforiatta Bank eye juma NDC for ban and say ya impo last year Central Bank eye Bank of Ghana edi banks omo betumi ene aban aye adwuma eba abosia ebetumi akobo ewa amanso banks amowo in good standing for 2025 ebetumi ne oman no adidwuma ana akọ into such investment banking. And this abaya so President Mahama too last year ya list ne buy no sebi. Na Mr. Oforiata Bank ni din kan ho still.
As what?
Enti
They didn't come as what?
Sa ye mwa no kumfo ansana ye de na court no. Ye nyai. E na make say ye koso na ye make that pronouncement a. Signal ye send ne say oman ni onipakun eni asem. Enti e ba sa na koye witch hunting any persecution. E ba sa oman bi eni ho a obeka se ko na yenkokum
na sampa
na ne yekoso yi
say witch hunting and persecution
persecution and witch hunting e dey na enyina so be na e court ene e say ya bo ne koedu
okay
say yes o wasem bi ansa no ni pako ne ma so o ma no leeway o ma no time over almost 1.5 years o ma no time into the rule of natural justice I kire say ye di ko adu tu obi so a ma ne kwan na ono so enyi ne na no now, on the side of the story, no, at least you've given him some time. And see, even the person is not here, then you have ample time. You have even reasons to tell the court that may man opportunity be brave. But one fact, until niami woni me daba court share na kama se mami. It can be done. Until now, there is no certain. Until Mr. Oforiata Asamokan, until we send something concrete to the court against him. Now, MPP is not against accountability. Say obia ya de na sebi wan famra kwan so ne ya MPP will not stand behind the person, but due process has to be followed. Okay. And my fa asem to me so na yemu amekunfo ewo nipem asa na yebo amasem ebi ni ekoso ewo court Mr. Dubois in the case yebo amekunfo asa na court
court when yebo amekunfo
ye de ba media so we or fie we or dan we or ska we then nti ya kana sem tro kan in the media before I did a court. But Kakra free court shows how even difficult it is for the state to even prosecute the case. I mean, just I don't know. And then you'll be into Yebeka because of political differences.
More politicians here,
or China, a bear will be fufro. A bit my be Enti we afo sa
nya hwe dey
nya so ya hwe dey
wo ka se bibia besin command pe Mahamot here from so akoto to hotel bi Dubai na asefo nsem bebre
mente se president akoto Dubai
but ye hwe dey nya nyina so bia e kire se bibi sa
mente se president akoto field Dubai but ye kan sa na ye nyina so na ya nkase president efa kwan bonu bi so ne koye ya it was wrong and it is wrong today as well.
All right.
On the issue of xenophobia attacks and all that, South Africa for no case. But the way they are going about it is totally wrong and inhuman. Somewhere 2018, 2019. And now be brave moon penifoni na ko share say there's something called free movement or movement for freedom. Yes say abi before I can before nyina fa o monsan share kratase. See ebe to me ama obi to coin from one country to the other. South Africa for ka ho. Ghana for ka ho. Enti etumi ema Africa ni bia to me to coin ko Africa amanso. But ye ma countries ni say mo free Ethiopia Addis Ababa mo ko mo krom no. Mo koye mo emra ni ye. Na mo mfa mo nsa enhye sa na ema na se wo mo man mu na entumi ma African countries no obi antumi inflow in and out. Amman 5 pe. And I'm mobile mukrum no. Omo tumi aye sa ade no. Amman 5 pe. Ghana po yen ka ho yen sign bi yen bie your doors to everyone yet. I think Uganda and certain countries, just about 5 countries. South Africa so can ho on call rectify the loss no. But South Africa atumi bie the borders to 15 countries in Africa. Obe tumi akọ without visa. Okwa no akọje visa no. But emra say up to 30 days to stay in South Africa. 30 days ni twemu one from omra. And now 30 days you are not entitled to work for tourism.
Yeah.
But sa window no better hono. And now sebi.
Amafu take advantage.
Oliver Twist asking for more. And Nkofo take advantage. Yen kan say Ghana ha e maybe buy. Emma Nigeria for omo ye niema retail shopping. Now they are Ghana for so sorry.
Yeah.
See if Nigeria for because e kwan a omo wo a eba omo ba Ghana ha no ena omo setena Ghana ha no omo ye niema bi in business a entwe yi
yeah mra makwan
into the same issue and happen was South Africa
okay do me kwa mo fa so
but e kwan a South Africa for so pam nkrofo afri omo aman so no and e wrong in all this I was Ghana for so yesu ade kakra wo ho
that is
because yen so yabie your borders as if visa free entry or visa on arrival yen hwe ne ekọ South Africa no because when we allow too many not development does not correspond with the numbers your schools your hospitals your roads your transport there will be so much pressure on our system we will not be able to manage minimum say Ghana for there say you so so cry you call the route of South Africa
yeah be found that so here
you be condemn what is happening in South Africa I say the way omo name and but when it comes to the business aspect diplomacy and international business relations and I gold fields ewo enti metiase ese ye buefu but ye emphasize ebufu no ne feelings ne sentiment no enko into international relations but ye nye betumi aye ne yie na benefit ye mind ya we are all for it and we need to do it
Ebu
yes
5 minutes
yeah 5 minutes as a Dr. Ezekiel so I make it short for you
don't worry
what's the kind of rat and ask him yin kande yin coachna kind of rat one bagana umi yin samana yin na samaka a kade the company no you be my juma abana we twem nazin that is not the issue a judge na say ezin ko for 1001 cases na say we busuanyi ni case ba entinado you recuse yourself na may be full buyer because when you there we say no we busuanyi nti there may be some biases if you own a company na a finance minister now there are other companies are obutum na use one is a use our company not only data bank enterprise insurance ntolugo SIC abanne juma say there okoye SIC no enterprise oya finance minister contract ni nyina no ozema the company onumpo yan kokot ho yon no asem na ntina oya ni kokot no na mom SM no onye deals bi eya nsem sika bi a offer wunsem
by the state
into me na sika benubi ya no na ego na na mama yan kan wasap no you can become finance minister in this country after doing whatever you want you run away na why the time you open
you should follow due process and you know it Mr. Backman
what is the due process the government has taken the step but I'm saying that as a good citizen don't wait for the government to even to bring you come and say here I am I'm a major man here only that's how you build a nation
okay
and so there's no difference in some way one press conference rather and call the man to come he is tarnishing the image of your party now the issue is that xenophobia issues this contract government should not renew it
both is there
yes should not renew it we are good
diplomacy
or a diplomatic issue or a business we have resources in the Ghana South Africa will compete in terms of gold production now your major gold resource South Africa in offshore do tell me what should next when you scan you go profit ni nyina na gold ni nyina was sharp abrochi na ozoko na say as a nation no that resources is all your resources to afibo osa o do be obasa nti ezema oya hoho ma obey business ni nyina na major resources to them also konukrom why the embed local businessmen one away the matter they are businessmen in their country we can equally build you see countries intentionally create billionaires and millionaires
which US Elon Musk on the first trillionaire say and right by
you do it intentionally by giving opportunity to certain people because what's it who feel better so all you own a man ibika now what was it part of you feel so often na ozroko nti My yes in there. That my contract is a one time as a month up to a point. Waso. Time no son.
That's a amount to a mom another 20 years.
No, another 20 years. No good. What should you You create businessmen. You form if bear 20 people, 10 people. Go and look for money. Handle it because echo water. One way major work and we're Ghana for. Abofu over the hotels akasakasa that South Africa abofu no nyi over the hotels akasakasa you know what you go doing was okay as all bobo but the one actual work they are Ghanaians. So why should you sit down? Then you see I tell me again they complain we are being bent as one of the reasons why Ghanaians don't mean you there. These companies when they finish and they repatriate their profit back until there's always pressure on a foreign currency. We know that is the problem. What will be the solution? Turn it upside down. Okay. Give the business to Ghanaians. But before that, the government should help to, private individuals, identify them. And I don't want a situation where these things too Ghanaians will begin to politicize it. There are people who don't even do politics. But they are businessmen are an opportunity. They can do wonders. Let's create millionaires and billionaires because the more you create them, the more they create jobs for the youth. Are you getting it? Sure. So I don't want join the demonstration if it becomes necessary. Let's not renew the contract for these people. Ghana for.
All right.
Yes. Now you too many
me say ahana brema makwa na yedi dwumade ni nyina ABC akasima na duba kwa abo na je say yebre ayebe anisa na enanopa yi wo mo ebaye na edi nkomo honorable professor Titus Beyo ono na oye ono no ye Lambusi imnasibedwani na ekwa imnasibedwam so committee on health no oka ho bi obama ndc na so na okoba bi nti ujai ho ekoye na Ebobokman deputy communication director at the UP party no ono so ebae na fe Dr. Ezekiel Ejekumu Obin ono kwa MPP ama yoko no mu ono kasa edema omapomde ho ensem na cheso oye spokesperson edema committee ebejoku ho no ono kasa edema omofa apomde ho nsem ono so ebae yebeda omasi na
nice man in a problematic party.
Why?
I said Doc is a very nice man in the problematic party.
It's here the best na ya damase na no pay Erica J CEO Edema NEP NIEP ene say na woda ntia baby a obi a no ya ye ho nyina ne be production team nyina yes ya mountain kwamu intiri nkwa pa erade enyo kase na sena medical kan no ene eye wa woda me obra pani me yo show nti bomoden a na ye na mame hu momo number no na me feel we ma onne na hu say yes o senior brother bi ampa me ka mo sunyane na ayabrante wa aha nti eno no yeah
Eric challenge me hu be part about so ko so a me nti bibi because your birthday is bakofo nzi o say na nyina ayezi
When say see how you want yankasa o when we say because me bra penny and yes obi say Eric age no na say me ne bra penny then say me dey me to say hey so you para kan so mo yakase fatin tatintin kwa anyway ye de be sia na mo ye sori so yi enso etuto yi ana no enche won say akova so no won say why say won yan kwan na epu no na enso ne ba na pio na fotokuru pio pressure meaning say enya kwanko there is something wrong somewhere yehwe ni nyehu bibie sasa anwea na so degu gata ni mu
but what's your radio Ghana ha na member che say isu fie wia no compound no 50% of the house land no o said o bear added the green grass no wodo ana o bear edua flowers wodo but problem in there if I tied the whole compound and that's the concrete with the whole compound which means in sutage so the meaning in sutage no have car queen
okay
auntie and also another issue
yeah hwe ni enye sense nso de nyanyai Matthew 4 say nso de besa topa enti no se ento nu akiri mpodi na se toka bebre kan de ya ebetum de hakase pa bre ye nyina to atwadwe ne ye ya ebe fe ne nya comparison say aban bi abreso nso no etoy and thought is say na aban bi abreso nso anyiri aban bi breso and nso yira I mean ye ba ne sana a natural something into me nya ho hwe e se ye boa ne nya to atwadwe ne ye ya eyi ma ye nyina medin de Agya Kwabena yi ho ya dom adasene ebehia yakra